Alright, we're back. Shit went crazy. I'm probably not going to record this for long, but I'm going to record this part specifically because I feel like this part needs to be documented.
Oh, God.
Alright.
So succubi.
Yeah.
What do I roll to use my demonic senses to try and like get a sense of this?
Roll me a charisma-based perception check.
You bitch.
Hmm?
I have to remember that I have fucking detect thoughts active.
Yeah. You don't get mad at me.
Don't worry, I would have done the same damn thing.
Come on, use that personality you just got back.
Oh God, what you mean?
Come on, you got it. Oh.
I don't. Wait, shouldn't that be a disadvantage because it's a charisma-based check?
You're right. Roll it again, friend. If it's a nat 20, it doesn't count. Alright, now it's 17 still.
17. Alright, so there's 3 of them. Let's see.
Which one do you focus on?
Do I have to pick one?
Yes. Because you're intentionally focusing on, you're not making a wide area of sense.
Choose spider.
Alright, I'm gonna choose the lackadaisical one.
The youngest one?
Yeah.
Alright.
The greatest threat.
They're not the greatest threat. The middle one is who I'm afraid Gray will go after. They're too young.
Ooh, what the fuck is
Now
that?
if they're a succubus, all I'm saying is that you add a century onto that, now you know.
There's like 17. What do you mean?
And
Alright, Sebi, high or low?
high or low?
Yeah.
Low.
Low?
Low.
Low, just like their age.
Jesus. The youngest one?
Just like their chest size. Yeah.
Fuck.
They're pretty well endowed.
Fine.
I thought they
Just
were
like their height.
Oh, so they're the same height as you, so you're calling... Ah, you did it!
Oh my God.
Hey, I never denied that I was short.
Alright, so, Sebi,
That was Ravana.
you...
Yeah?
You focus in on this small one.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, you begin to sort of try to pinpoint any demonic energy that you can, but it's usually with stronger sources of demonic energy, and usually if someone's hiding it, they can't. So you're trying to focus in on that. And
Yeah.
you do sense some demonic energy from the youngest one.
Yeah, that's right, you little. Okay.
I will state,
Okay.
though,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't seem to be their person.
They have a devil arm. Okay, fine.
Nope,
Okay,
it wouldn't be a devil arm. You know that devil arms have a distinct feeling. It does not feel like a devil arm.
Okay, it doesn't feel like devil arm. What? It doesn't feel like it's coming from them?
Oh, it's on their person, but it's not their person.
No, it's on. It's not them, but it's something that they have on.
Yes. And since you called so well on the high or low, I rolled a 6 on the D100, you notice and you zero in the how I described their symbol on their chest. That seems to be like this grand flower that has these blue and red sort of highlights on to the edge of it. You sense some demonic energy. The demonic energy is coming from there.
Don't trust it. Girl.
You don't trust
it.
You don't?
I don't trust it, but at the same time, I have nothing. At least they are not succubi.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anything else
yeah.
anybody wants to do?
They just
Wait,
have,
Zora,
like,
Zora.
an
I'm just curious. Who are you gonna try to use your thing on? I'm just wondering.
Are there?
Yeah, that's.
You didn't. You never asked them to. They asked you, and you never really gave an answer.
Yeah, Zora. Dragon?
No? Yes, no?
Yeah. So, just like, you gonna help me with this? Like, use your stuff.
Let me skim this off real quick.
Which one? Oldest, middle child, or youngest?
Go with the oldest.
The oldest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Surface level?
Yeah.
Alright. I need to check something. Is it divination?
Let me check.
Yes.
Detect thoughts is divination?
I'll just give you that one for free.
It does not penetrate their mind. As you do so, you feel some pushback. And I gotta read something over real quick.
Oh fuck, are they aware?
No, they wouldn't be.
I don't think so.
But
yeah, surface, just base level. That
I just didn't know if whatever they had that deflected.
No,
Whatever.
but you do take 4 points of psychic damage as it strikes you right back, and your nose begins to bleed.
I take half that because of Guile.
Is the Guile active on you right now?
I forgot he had to be active for that.
Yeah. At some point, it won't need to when you get the ice cream shot, but for now.
Get fucking.
I love how he is literally holding your survival hostage by holding ice cream. You need to get ice cream.
Yeah.
This fucker. Kinda love him.
So as that happens, the middle child notices you sort of flinch and your nose bleed, and she walks over to you, and she says, "Are you all right?" And she pulls out what seems to be a handkerchief from her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Just a bit of headache there for a second. Nothing to worry about.
No.
Oh, hold on. I stop. I just like shoo her hand, like take a hand off my case and like shoo her hand away with the handkerchief.
Oh.
Like, no. And I'll pull out something cause I'm like, no, you're not getting any free blood. In my, like, that's just what I'm thinking. I'm like, they're not, no.
What is up with you, dude?
They're not getting an easy way to scry on you, all right? I'll hand Zora something to clean off the blood.
She's like, okay.
I take and I look at the younger one. And I'll be like, I do appreciate the thought. Just
okay.
My friend here's a little possessive, I guess.
Yeah. The middle child says it's perfectly fine, and she walks back to the front. As you wipe the blood away.
Alex just squints at them and does the whole like watching you.
As I'm like dabbing up my blood, I do like sort of telepathically communicate to Alex like something. I was trying to skim the surface thoughts and something repelled me.
Yeah. The little one has all of them that tattoo on them. Yeah. Something demonic there, but they're not.
It's not a tattoo. It's on their clothes.
It's on their clothes.
It's the crest on their uniform, the white and blue uniform.
Yeah, the crest on their uniform is demonic, has demonic energy on it, but they themselves aren't demonic.
Vincent
stumbles a little bit as Alex lets go of
the case. Vincent, the older one looks familiar, but you can't place it.
No, a MILF.
MILF option with Vincent? Hey, yo.
How much older than him?
She looks to be in her late 30s.
Late 30s? Okay, no, it's cool. No, it's cool.
Over a decade.
No, you're good. Go for it, buddy.
Yo.
Damn.
Yeah.
But after a while, after an hour, I assume after, is anyone else doing anything?
I will, using my telepathy, I will just kind of like beam the information that the clothes they're wearing are like have demonic energy in them that prevents like me from reading their minds.
Everyone.
Yeah, just with my
Bless you.
just
Thank
like
you.
into your guys, I will just put this information basically.
Okay.
Alright.
Were we
What?
Hmm?
told why the curfew is a thing?
No, you haven't asked. They're not gonna tell you.
It's, why is the curfew the thing?
No, okay.
Okay, so you make the most sense to be to ask the tour guide for directions.
The older one sort of looks back to you. She smiles and then she gets closer.
Oh,
As the other two continue to walk forward, she gets closer, but not too close that it invades your personal space. She walks along, like a bit in front of you, and says, "The curfew's in place because we have demon hunters in the city. As I'm well aware, you all know what demon hunting is, considering you had weapons with you, and you all look very eccentric. Demon hunters go out at night, or at least our order does, go out at night and sort of surveys the area in the upper quarter, or in the upper city. And we don't want to alarm anybody, but we do allow people to stay out if they do, but we recommend it not. It's not a mandatory curfew. It's a suggested one."
Basically, it's a suggestion to let the people do their job.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's not saying this. She's not saying this just as Shilong. She's saying it out loud so you all can hear it. If that makes anything.
Oh yeah, no, that's not who I'm eavesdropping on. The two that kept walking.
They're not saying anything. The younger one does seem to say, She seems annoyed with the older one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay then.
Well, you don't notice this only because Alex rolled
Okay.
specifically.
Okay, no.
But
Alex right now is on high alert. It's just like she's just not like have the alert feats and social anxiety.
oh boy. Let me turn on my fan just in case, so the people at home don't hear. But yeah.
So, how long have you three been in the city?
About, for me at least, well, all three of us, 10 or so years.
Ooh.
You're not sisters, are you?
We consider ourselves sisters, yes. We're not related by blood, no.
Oh, adopted by the same place, maybe? Inducted into any organizations? Nothing
oh my
shady
god.
like that.
She chuckles and she says, "You could say we were rescued by the crest of Clypus."
Rest of
Wait a minute.
I like to roll history.
That's a name that we heard in the gondola.
Oh fuck, past information's coming
No,
up.
we heard it before the gondola.
You've heard it
Yeah,
a
before the
lot.
gondola.
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's,
I was just saying that was the most recent point.
Isn't that like a DMC5 trip? Fuck, right?
No.
Like the Clyphus spot?
No. This is my own
That's the
creation.
Clyphod. Yeah,
That's the Clyphod.
That's the Clyphod.
Right.
Clyphod is the tree.
Oh fuck, the tree's
my-
here.
But do you want to roll history? Well,
Don't mind me.
So first off, you have an easier time with that. Well, 29. First off, you have the ring that directly mentions Clypus as the Silver Knight that also went on a rebellion against the underworld as a whole, similar to Sparta, which, if you get the name, Sparta's is another language, I forget if it's Latin or Italian for saber, while Clypus is Latin for shield.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
Clypus, very similar to Sparta. Difference is they had an order that mainly focused on protection and making sure things don't open up, while I guess Sparta's biggest reduction is that he actively fought against the emperor and then sort of went around closing gates, while Clypus,
You know,
in this
one
world,
one got all the glory for being the one killing shit. The other one did the responsible thing and protected people.
so in this world at the very least, and this is the where my world and DMC differ from the original DMC. Clypus and Sparta effectively sealed off different parts of the world, different halves of the world of light. So where Sparta sealed the Yamato in the capital of Fortuna, closing the Prime Hell Gate and also using another part of those worlds to make the Temini Gru to close another gate to Hell, sealing the Force Edge. The Clypus, on the other side of the world, did a few similar things, but also did it with only one weapon. And he calls it a weapon, but it was mainly a protective tool known as his shield. The Clypus.
Mm.
And what you can, I guess, with your researcher, and
Did
I'm not
he
gonna,
fuck?
not in any books you know.
That's not a no. That's not a no.
Not in any books you read. You don't know if he has a sex life, friend. Clypus, or the Crest of Clypus, is an organization that effectively does what the Order of the Sword does, but on a macro and not a macro, more of a micro scale, in the sense of they are split up and stationed in different parts of the world. So this might be,
Okay. Just wondering. They don't have like a singular base of operations. It's just like a bunch of
not
small
that
bases,
you
right?
are aware of. And I can say that confidently because you didn't get a 30.
You son of a bitch. That's fair. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alex Sweatdrop. That's very nice. I thank you for your service. Being a demon herself.
The Crest of Clypus took us in after demons ambushed us. Noted that those demons aren't dead. They're still around. Which is why they take care of us, I guess. As the young kid, sort of, the young one.
Yeah.
Sort of, her expression.
The one that's early 20s.
Her expression, her expression softens. As the middle one has that same neutral expression.
Fine, I guess. Sad, I guess.
Not sad, honestly. If it wasn't for the Crest, we wouldn't be here, meeting new people and talking with you.
Well, at the end of it all, glad you all found a place to belong.
As are we. As during this time you guys are walking, as you finally reach what seems to be not walls, but a very clear dividing section that doesn't. So fucking you, American person in near New York.
Hi, yes.
8 Mile.
And
Think 8 Mile.
I don't think that's in New York, my friend.
Where is it? Chicago? Jersey? Fuck.
I think that's Chicago.
Shit. I'm not American.
I can tell.
But there's the clear divide where you can tell that there is a different quality to the buildings. Still good buildings. But not high class, mainly middle class all-rounder buildings are in the area. There are big buildings, but nothing crazy. The lights are still on. As you reach this area, you instantly begin to hear more people talking, and more communication between every person around. As the oldest one, almost. States in the what's up?
So what are your names?
Damn it! I was literally about to ask that.
Yay!
Son of a bitch! I was waiting for Des to finish.
One of us had to do it.
You guys.
If neither of you had, I would have.
Why are you guys like this? All right.
We're D&D players. What do you want?
All right. Jokes on you.
one-
I had these prepared beforehand.
You did,
Dickhead.
of course you did, because Dragon was
their names are Jane, Felicia, and Gwen.
Wow.
On your
Those are much better.
reaching a bit.
Those are much better than the names I have. Damn. The oldest one says, oh shit. The oldest one says, my name is Margaret.
Margaret, that's a very mature name. Looks to Gray, pointedly.
Oh my god. Chill.
Gray's just looking around and he knows you're like, what? The middle one, that's Dahlia. And the youngest one, she says, I don't really want you guys to know my name. We're not going to really be on first name basis anyway. As the oldest one pinches her ear and twists it, and she's like, Lily.
You see? See that? That right there is a very sweet and youthful name.
Oh,
Looks to
ignore-
Gray, pointedly.
Ignore her. Apologize for her.
Ignore her, please. My name's Sheila.
The oldest one shakes your hand.
Zarathustra.
The middle one shakes your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Phelan.
The oldest one shakes your hand.
It's in Miller.
Phelan does not reach out to shake a hand because her hands are full.
Oh, well, she nods her head toward you. The middle one, Dahlia, goes to shake your hand, Vincent.
Okay.
He
And-
stabs her.
With what weapon?
This devil are.
For some reason, it's somehow just an involuntary reflex from Vincent. Like he just manifests in
It's not me. Calm down.
Gray says his name. He's like, Gray, and then the oldest one pats his head top, and he's like,
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. I
Poor
think
guy.
I said it before, but brain perfect fucking friend zone.
No, damn it. It's like,
It's
damn
a
it, Gray,
perfect
you have to...
combo.
No, he has to go for it. He has to learn to be brave.
as that
I
happens,
have
the
been
youngest, the youngest one snickers and continues to walk. As
Hey, you said we
Zora
could.
looks at Alex and says, "Go on."
Yeah. Oh, right. Alex. Right. Sorry. Forgot.
Margaret goes to try and shake your hand, realizing
Yeah.
you're carrying the briefcase. She-
No. Oh, Alex lets Phelan hold most of it for a second, and it's like then shakes Margaret's hand. It's very nice to meet you, Margaret.
Likewise. As
Looks back at Phelan.
Phelan struggling. As
thanks.
Vincent, you were
Like, it's unexpected, so she like trips a little bit and then holds it up.
oh, Vincent, what are you gonna say?
You said we were in a place where we could hear more people talk and such. Yeah?
Yes, I was gonna. Let me finish my sentence before they rudely
Okay.
interrupted me. Margaret states, as you can probably tell, there are more people up and about, and that's because in the outer city of the capital, that most people ignore the curfew system and don't care much about the crest, mainly because demon hunters mainly occupy this area rather than go up to the inner city. As you guys keep going.
As we're going through this, can I roll perception?
You sure can. Anything specifically you're looking for, if I may ask, before you roll? Just in case it's not worth it. Not necessary.
Basically, if I catch a glance of Eliza, Kaya, or my sister.
Alright. Go for it.
Just keeping an eye out.
Alright. Well.
9. I'm too stuck in my head.
Yeah, you don't notice them. But going through the city, you do notice that there are still food stalls open, to which Gray immediately goes to as Dahlia points.
Right, he's starving.
Yeah, as Dahlia points to Lily and points to Gray and tell her to keep an eye on him. And she reluctantly goes to grab Gray, as Gray is going to try to get food as he branches away from you guys.
Let the kid get food.
Just Alex just like
at the sound of Alex's moaning, just let the kid get food.
Lily knows the way around the lower quarter. She can get him to Star Peaks within relative time.
Oh no, I know that. It's just I'm afraid that she might make a move on him. He needs to learn to have taste, you know?
Dahlia,
the finer things in life.
Dahlia holds back laughter. Unfortunately,
Like you, Margaret.
Margaret smiles and says, "Unfortunately, he's a bit too young for me."
Oh my fucking god.
And
Are you sure you haven't thought of it just as cute puppy dog, youthful charm?
he does seem to have very rambunctious hair, and it is soft, but still does not seem to be my type, unfortunately.
One day, Gray. That's fine, Margaret.
Is that why you don't like Natasha? Just looks over at Alex.
Of course, Natasha is going to lead him astray, and he's going to grow far too lax. She's not going to know how to handle somebody like that.
Are we still moving at this point, or have we stopped?
They're moving still.
I would continue moving.
Yeah, they're still moving.
Yeah.
They haven't stopped leading you.
As they're going, Margaret is the
Oldest
one, yeah.
Yes.
So, sorry if this is a bit too personal, but you said before that you three have been here the last 10 years?
Yes, we have.
Where were you before that? If you don't want to answer, that's fine. Just curious.
We were roaming around. got into trouble. Nearly got killed. And we were saved.
Was it the Crested Typhus that saved you, or was it another organization?
We believe that the crest saved us.
So I'm just gonna go off my passive insight for this.
Oh, what's your passive?
Is 12.
12.
So I'm deliberately trying to see if a member of the Crescent Typhus.
See, that's why I'm
did it.
going off my passive.
Thank you, Will. I appreciate it.
Sorry, it's called you know.
No, it's called
paranoia.
someone else will roll anyway, so why do I bother?
You know, fair enough. So 12. For you,
Yeah.
Vincent.
Tempted to, but I'm focused on other things.
Yeah. So Vincent, just you know that she's probably hiding something, but she probably just doesn't want to go into it. Alex, she's definitely hiding something, and you can tell she doesn't
Just
want to
like-
think about it.
I see. Wonder.
Sorry
There's
for
pain hidden.
sorry for bringing up that topic out of nowhere.
It's fine. Honestly, the past isn't something we want to forget, as it defines who we are.
But it's difficult to remember at times.
Yes.
You see, Vincent, this is the kind of girl you should be looking for.
Oh my lord.
As you say, do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Why do I feel like she did?
I said Dora's response.
Margaret chuckles and covers her mouth as you know she gets sort of blush. She has flushed cheeks in that moment.
Just a quick second. You know, if that's 25, do I get anything from it?
No,
No.
all that you really get is that you can't read her mind, unfortunately, friend.
I'm just curious. Is it, flushed cheeks? Is it more embarrassment or? Is it...
If it was just embarrassment, it would have happened for Gray too.
Yeah. Well, it does seem like if you know that Gray, she doesn't see Gray as anything like that at all. So it's more of
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
But she does seem. Oh, I mean, he's very handsome. You get that sort of sense, and it is very embarrassing that you'd even say that
Okay.
out loud. But
Not gonna say anything here. I'm not. Wait, hold on. I realize I can't hold back my. Fuck. See, Vincent, you have a chance.
I'm gonna punch Alex at the back of the head.
Roll to hit.
roll with advantage. You're holding something. You're over and gone.
Hey, listen, I can dodge.
Yeah, no, you can dodge, but you're carrying something really heavy, man.
Wait, you're saying roll to hit?
Yeah, with advantage, yeah.
Yeah, roll to hit.
So would I have proficiency on this, or just straight?
Yeah,
strength?
no, you have.
Unarmed strike, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're proficient with unarmed strikes.
Okay, so I'll just go athletics since same thing.
Oh! Oh! Okay, that's...
I swear, every time I punch Sevi.
No, every time Sebi gets friendly fire.
No.
Friendly fire.
I nat 20 Sevi twice with Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sebi, the back of your head rattled.
So she just looks for Vincent. It's like, see, Vincent, you have a. Looking at Margaret.
Apologies for her.
No, it's fine. As she chuckles at this. But after a bit, you guys do get to a building. A relatively large building. Nothing too crazy, but it is larger than any Hunter's Commons you've seen up to a point. Even probably on par with Ignis's Point's hotel casino type Hunters Commons, but
Yeah, what?
more
There's
but more
there's something there.
floors. You see 3 floors on this building, and much wider. As she says, "This is Star Peaks." As she goes to walk up the stairs, there seems to be stairs leading upward. As she leads you all up.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in party order? My bad. Can I say? Can I know who's the order the party's walking in? Who's in front? Who's in back? Mainly, who's
I'd
in
be in
front?
front.
You'd be in front. This is perfect. All right,
Wait, who's in front?
Vincent.
I am.
Oh, okay.
As you walk inside, she
Wait,
opens.
you walked back to hit me?
Yeah.
Shit.
And she walks. It takes. That's why he got the nat 20. He put in the effort. He, as you guys walk in, Dahlia and Margaret open the doors for you. These 2 double doors. As you guys walk in, Vincent. As you're walking in, the first thing you all notice is this large, what seems to be a receptionist area with multiple tables and multiple, like, what seems to be alcoves and tables and seats where people are writing contracts and talking about things, and there seems to be an exchange area on one side of the room. Think the stock market.
Oh no.
I love this place where there are a lot of people.
There are not a lot of people that makes it tangible, but there's more people in here that you can clearly see that are demon hunters than you've been in any other Hunters Commons. That you could tell.
Oh my god, the social anxiety is immediately gone. Finally, my people.
No,
Not
these aren't my
normies.
people.
As you see people, Alex specifically, you notice people that are wearing similar masks to Howl, but with their eyes not being shown and there's marks on it. You immediately clock those people as Slayers, just right out the gate.
Anybody with the symbols? Anybody with that symbol?
Yes.
I don't know.
2 people.
I don't know why. I just imagine of Alex coring one of those people, and they look at her, it's just like,
Oh my god! And they just run to Alex.
Hey!
But
Hope we never have to kill each other.
hopefully I don't get hunted.
never do that again.
That's a declaration of war. No, but as that happens, Vincent, you hear someone sort of running by, very anime-esque, with papers covering their face as they hit you. As you
Is this-
Yes.
land on the ground, as you hear a feminine voice. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
You don't have a luck system.
Do I recognize
Daz?
the voice?
You know what? You're rolling a D100.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yes.
Please, let this be.
Wait.
Power or
No.
public?
Oh, public. Oh, good. You're rolling in public.
Wait.
Do we need to call high or low?
No. The lower it is, the better luck you'll have. The higher it is the worse luck you'll have. Okay.
84.
Why
Yeah.
did you say it?
Yes. Perfect. That means lucky pervert moment.
Vincent, as this happens, you crash into what seems to be this unsuspecting woman. As she's like, ah! As you all see Vincent on the ground as this woman. Let me get image for you all.
So I have another fear, other than like not lucky pervert moment, because something else.
Sexual harassment moment.
No,
I hope not.
I'm wondering if we'll think it through.
Oh, who he's bumping into? Oh, don't worry, it's not his sister.
As you all wait. I gotta. There it is. Okay.
Hope it's not who I think it is.
I think it is. I think it's the young one.
As you bump into a young woman, blonde hair,
Yo,
tied
hey,
up.
yo.
Hey yo.
As she lands on top of Vincent, almost straddling Vincent, as her hair is in a mess, much more messy in the images that you see. She in the image that I've shown you, she actually has glasses that are sort of tilted up. Very messy hair. Her lab coat is sort of torn off. Her shirt messy. As she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so. And then she looks down, and
Do I see them?
you see them as she immediately screams, hits you in the face, and then jumps off. And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Vincent. I didn't know you were. Oh my god, I didn't know." And then she sort of sits up
Nice
and
to
gets
see
up,
you
sort
two,
of.
Kaya.
Yeah, as she tries to make her hair all nice again. And she red in the face. She's like, "Oh my, I'm so sorry." And she goes to pick you up, Vincent.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
looks like that.
start helping pick up the papers.
Not the reunion I was expecting.
Neither was I. As she completely regards the papers and goes to see how you're doing, Vincent, she is to help you up.
Looks to Zora. I mean, it certainly was some grading for him.
Oh, I wouldn't mind the great about that.
Life's unfair.
It should have been me, not him.
It should have been me, not him.
If you think it's bad,
Caleb, the only one here that's not jealous.
Oh,
Han, if you think it's
I'm not
bad
jealous.
now, just wait.
oh, I'm not jealous.
I'm jealous. I'm gonna be real.
Zora's
Chief.
Zora's not jealous.
Playfully jealous.
Zora's not jealous. She's just admiring.
Okay.
Listen, man, I'm 29 years old. Fucking, I still haven't got some yet. All right.
Just you know,
And now
like,
I'm in a robot body. You know, fuck.
hey, Shion, look at that. Look at that. Sweaters.
Yeah, she is wearing the turtleneck, and it is very form-fitting. She's also wearing a dress that goes to just above her knee.
You do see it.
Is it a pencil skirt?
Yes.
You do see it at a certain point. For those who are paying attention, that Shilong has to wait 1 sec. Hits himself in the stomach. Oh, wait, no, that's where the dragon is. Hits himself where the heart is.
Oh.
Okay, I'm dead.
Margaret's like, "Are you all right?"
I'm fine.
Okay. As
Heart
Kaya
issues.
looks at Vincent, and she's like, "I did not expect to see you here so soon.
Yeah.
So, what brings you here?"
Is Eliza around as well?
Yeah, I was just about to bring some research notes that I've been working on. As Phelan, if you're looking at the research notes, what languages do you
I was
speak?
actually just about to DM you.
Yeah, what languages do you speak?
Basically all the demonic languages and so. Oh, you mean normal languages? Sorry.
Normal languages, yeah.
Okay. Chinese, French, Germans, and Spanish. Wait. Chinese, common, French, German, Spanish. Yes.
Alright. You can't read it. That's disappointing. But there does seem to be some alchemic symbols on the page that scrolls around certain words. And if you want to roll Arcana, you definitely can.
Yeah, I'd like to try to commit that.
Oh,
Alright,
look at that.
let's do. So
I was just about to say I'd like to commit as much as I can see to memory.
Easy enough, but you can instantly sort of you don't have much experience with Hellgates, like the science of Hellgates in your time, but you do know tell signs and alchemical formulas of Hellgates due to your sudden attunement with the shard of nature to understand where Hellgates are, so you can sort of glean on your sudden and brief knowledge of that to expand upon what this is. It seems to be the symbols seem to dictate the loosening or the tightening of a Hellgate. And if anyone here has seen Full Metal Alchemist, the first Brotherhood specifically, the first episode where the whole city is covered in the alchemist sign.
That's upsetting. That's upsetting.
You suddenly realize that the city itself sort of creates, from a top-down view, this symbol if certain places are highlighted.
The city itself is a seal.
Yes, if the city,
That's upsetting.
if it's sort of highlighted, and you then begin to realize that, the path you're walking and certain paths you didn't walk had this faded red tile, and others didn't. So imperceptible that you didn't even notice it until you just realized
It's
this
so
now.
large scale that unless you look at it from a top-down perspective, you wouldn't realize.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
didn't even see this, you probably wouldn't have realized it in this moment. As you're like, oh shit, there's literally a literal cap on the top of this city that sort of stops any flow of any demonic energy. Is what you take away from this.
Okay, so
As
But,
Kaya, Kaya's like, I was just bringing some research papers to Eliza as she sees you looking at one, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, as she goes
she was
to pick them up.
she was like gathering them up.
Yeah.
She
And-
she says like I was bringing these research papers. She just looks over like, oh, there you
And
go.
as you to note, since you're gathering them all up, it's not only on one page that you gather all this information from. You have to literally sort of piece it together in your mind, as certain pages have different parts of the seal and sigil that you can sort of like make out together, that if you just focus in enough on it, that makes this grand picture.
Okay.
Almost like
Then,
a puzzle piece, if you will. Which,
Yeah, I'll hold them
now,
out to her.
now that... It's not like I had like an interactive thing with the Fancy Rounds thing where an image and there would be different pieces that you guys can fit together. It's not needed anymore, but, it was there. No, the thought was
It's
there.
still needed.
No,
It's still needed.
no,
you
it's
know?
fine.
Okay, like we don't have all of it yet.
It's fine. We don't need it anymore. I'll just get rid of it. It's fine. But moving on.
You should have had it made to have something to do. You should have had it have something to do with Phelan. Then she would have rolled the 3.
You did. Yeah, I will say you don't get the full thing, but you do get the grand picture of it.
Okay.
Nothing finite, nothing macro. Nothing micro. You get macro, the macrocosm of this whole thing as you hand it to her, and she's like, "Thank you.
Okay.
I've very much appreciated." As she sort of pushes her hair behind her ear, she's like, "Vincent, Eliza would actually love to meet you. I'm not just saying that because we've been here waiting."
Yeah, I have something to speak to both of you about as well.
Oh.
Yeah, why was I told? And just for clarification, that he's still under the assumption that the loss, nothing to do with Caleb.
The Lost?
When he was told sorry for your loss,
Yes.
yeah, he's still under the assumption none to do with Caleb.
Gotcha.
I'll talk about when we get up there then.
She also sees everyone around her. I assume these are all your partners that I've heard so much about.
Yes.
Vincent, I can't believe you're ranked 12 in this area.
Hey, yo.
Huh?
Just
I feel like we all.
I love the image of just all of us just
there's
like,
just a pause.
Yeah, just all of us.
There's just like a
We all suddenly lean into frame.
Yeah, it's just like
Pardon?
We've
12?
we've been a bit busy, so we haven't been able to check our rank.
Yeah, you're 12. You not only dealt with the Kambaji district what got you in here, but also made things sort of put into perspective. We also dealt with a situation that upped the rank of what we thought was just a demon asylum that we only wanted you to effectively scope out. Then it turns out that Keskaban is there. You dealt with one of Keskaban's clones, which is still a big feat. Then, not only that, you also systematically dismantled a cult that was around the capital and other places that sort of all fell apart around the world. Not only that, they were also trying to fuck with the natural laws of order. You guys did a lot.
John just whispers to Alex. Okay, so I get that. I think that's I, but like I don't remember
And
what the ranking system was.
the thing is, Vincent, it's still we're still effectively evaluating all your achievements. We also
it's not even,
right.
it's not even settled here yet.
Yeah, I was thinking when I heard she was listing off and I heard where she ended, I'm like, that's not up to date.
And we also recently just got word from a freelancer that we tried to hire that you guys killed the demon from the Fire Hells that was in a rebellion recently.
Yeah, Hephaestus.
Not only that, before that, apparently you guys also dealt with what seems to be a D-class demon or aberration alien that took over someone's body, and you also helped fucking Nicholas, who was thought to be AWOL, but now we know where he is, kind of. And he's not just Nicholas; he's Daedalus.
Ah, so he's
Oh, so he's gone under. I'm still gonna call him Mickey.
You guys have done a lot of stuff in your short time as Devil Hunters, official Devil Hunters, under name.
Yes, the Ebony Night Slayers Association, or InSync for short.
Yeah.
Ebony Knight Slayer Company.
We've only recently, Era's only recently updated up to the point of finishing the last grand mission with what's this called? Shepherd. Which
Oh yeah, the joints mission like that. Yeah, right.
You've
It's months.
done
It's been weeks. It's like 2 weeks. 2.5? 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks.
since
Since that was that 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
it was way longer than 2 weeks.
No, it was like 3 weeks ago.
I meant since we started. Sorry.
Oh, since we started? Oh yeah, it's been like almost 2 months. Actually, has it been 2 months?
You guys started in June, almost July, last I checked. No, you guys started in July 1st, I believe, or maybe just sometime in July. So you're nearing 2 months.
Yeah.
Yes, it was in July. I remember.
So it was 5 weeks. This is our 6th week on the job, I think.
She just
Yeah,
sort
I
of.
guess we really have been busy.
She just raises her hands and says, Yeah, she just goes and hugs you, Vincent, and then pushes herself away and says, normal demon hunters would be dead by then. Considering how much stuff you've done.
Zora thinks about like the fact that she
Like just no, we should be. No, that definitely. We nearly have. Like
I have.
that's daily.
Oh.
It's a daily worry. Man, it's such a good life. Love this.
But the fact you're not dead is also to your incredible skill. She just reaches her arm out to all of you. My name's Kaya, by the way. Apologies, I'm very flustered. I haven't seen Vincent in a very long time.
Oh, don't worry about that, sweetheart. I'm Zora.
Shakes her hand.
And I'm the other half demon, Alex. By the way, you're not his you're not his girlfriend, are you?
Fuck's sake, Alex.
Alex, do I need to punch you again?
You
What?
see.
I thought.
Hold on.
I thought I'd ask.
I have to roll something for her. Where's your sheet, Kai?
The moment what happened there happened, I was like, she's into him. All right.
No. See, I
You
know
should
she's
have good
into him.
charisma.
I know she's into him. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm wondering.
You
No,
don't have
you're-
to.
He's
You don't
So
have to.
you're interested. By the way, how old are you?
You don't have to humor her.
I pinch Alex.
Yeah,
How-
I walk up to the
how-
lady and
how-
I'm like, you don't have to humor her. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
I'm Phelan.
We'll
She
tuck
will,
She grabs her hands with two hands and she sort of, you notice she's shaking and she just sort of shakes her hand.
I look down at her and in Chiro's mind say, yes, I just saved you. Be grateful. No, but Phelan smiles and goes like, nice to meet you, Kai.
She also, do you all shake your hand?
Yeah.
You introduce yourselves.
It's like when she goes to
Someone's
Sheila,
having
it's
a
like
quest over there.
when she goes to Sheila, like, yeah, nice to meet you. Just like puts a hand out, it's like, oh right, Sheila.
Christ.
She shakes your hand.
Yeah,
She also pulls out from her jacket. She pulls out what seems to be an envelope. This is addressed to you guys, and it's from Shepard. It's from.
I'll take it.
As you read it, it says, "From Eliora."
Thanks.
Do you open it?
Yeah. I will, open it. Not so much, like, in a place of, like, oh, showing it to everyone.
Alright.
That is basically read it to myself.
Oh, well, you open it, and it's not a letter. It's what seems to be a
Oh.
postcard.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Do you keep it to yourself still? 'Cause
I'll
this,
read it, and then...
Well, this is what it says, if you see the image.
She looks at it.
I was paid to draw this, by the way.
She looks at it for a moment, and then flips it around so that everyone can see.
I need to. I think everybody gets a laugh from that.
Right at situations that occurred almost resulted in your death. And I was killing Phelan like twice.
Phelan holds up 3 fingers behind the letter.
Shepherd.
Shepherd, Captain
Okay.
Ariel, and it's scratched out with what seems to be crayon to put Eliora's name.
Did she draw a picture of a truck?
Yeah, she did.
Are the flowers also crayon?
Yep. And in the envelope, there seems to be
adorable.
in the envelope there seems to be something attached to it.
Alright, what is it?
You immediately know it's a scroll of death ward.
Ah! Fuck! Alright. Phelan just looks at that like, okay.
Raise his hand.
And I'm going to say it's only one use. It's only a one use scroll of death ward.
I don't suppose I can copy it down, could I?
You could. It's a scroll.
You could.
Yeah.
If it's on the wizard list, yeah, you could.
Uh,
Oh no, that means, yeah, you're a wizard. No, you get first priority on those. Is it on the wizard list? I think it
Let me
is.
check.
I don't think death ward's on the.
It's not.
I'm just
Not?
gonna confirm.
Woo!
What level
I
is
mean,
Death Ward?
no,
Or
fourth.
Let's just be like Aaron said. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
Let's be safe.
It's in the
Okay.
party sheet.
What is?
Yes, it's in the party sheet if you want.
Oh, I thought you meant the spells. My bad.
No.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Alex, if Alex is like raising her hand to take it, just looks to the others.
I've now given
If no
you
one else,
every advantage
no
for
one
this
else-
Cadmus fight, so just letting you know.
Oh my god. If no one else goes to take it, she just helped it out to Alex.
Alright, Alex
Alex
takes.
looks,
Let me
yeah.
just. Let me just fucking.
This is so good. I am slowly amassing an arsenal of things I can use to survive. If I ever get separated from the party, I am the best off. Probably not, actually.
No.
I can.
No.
I can tell myself that.
You can believe that as much as you want to, honey.
No, you don't have to make it sound like that.
Where is your outstanding chest? Your outstanding scroll?
Imagine fucking Zora just being like, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, dearie. But where the fuck is it? You have so much shit in your inventory, Savvy. What the fuck?
Listen,
Alright, there it
listen.
is.
Just wait for me to organize it. No.
I
I
got
am
it.
so glad I gave you that bag of holding.
Yeah. To which Kaya says, Rook really wants to thank you. Rook being the one of the captains and shepherd that lists that gives Elior commands. But
Is he?
he's not here currently. No, if that's the case, if you're asking. But I honestly would like to talk with you all a lot more. You're friends with Vincent, and would
I have a few questions of my own, but I feel like I would get hurt for asking them.
It'd be a pleasure.
But before that, I should probably take you to Eliza. Vincent,
Yeah.
she wants to talk with you about something in specific.
I was told as much.
And since you're...
We'll get a...
Sorry, say that?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you say
No,
that.
you go ahead.
Fucking... Fine.
Yeah, stop being Canadian!
Oh, that's the first I've heard that in like over a year.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, there's the demon waking up now.
Alright. I will stop being Canadian. I'll be Caribbean instead.
Ah, shit. I killed us. Sorry, guys, I killed us. No, we're dead. We're dead. Sorry, guys.
I am Caribbean. Oh no.
Yeah. Now.
God damn it, sure.
Kaya says she would like to see all of you, Eliza. If possible, that is. Considering you're all part of the Ebony Knightslayer Company, and you are all contracted with Vincent as a group.
Well, actually, our contract isn't with Vincent. Our contract was with Daz. This is me because this was an unrecorded session and literally in the beginning.
Discovery. Damon Greaves.
No. The guy who we signed a contract
Damon Greaves.
to. Damon Greaves. Okay. We're signed with Damon.
Yes, but we also talked with Damon before coming here, and he told us that we should let you all know as well, since it'll probably be an issue spanning everyone in the group, not just Vincent. And to have you all unaware of that situation is not fair, he said.
Okay.
Why do I get a bad feeling about this?
And supposedly one of you already have the information to this,
Oh no.
but I do not know, and I will wait until Eliza tells us.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong with this, but has Kaya ever examine me from a medical point? Like, does she know what's up with me?
She has.
Boy, I know she wish. No, she. Oh, she has. Oh.
Well, she has, and that was one of the best days of her entire goddamn life. She still has
Okay,
the
that-
CAT scans, but she doesn't have your body as it is now.
Alright, so basically as they're walking, he'll say to her, and if you have time there, I'd like you to give me a once over. Just see how things have progressed.
I'm readying an action to cover Alex's mouth.
So Alex is just there, like, just trying to hold back laughter. Like,
Here's the thing,
Going to
Alex
use my
doesn't
plan.
know. Alex is one of the people that do not know.
Kaya's face goes bright red, and she sort of, as she's walking, yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're comfortable with it and everything.
I trust you.
She continues to walk. She takes you to the third floor of this entire building. The second floor seems to be what you assume to be a training room. Training, like just weights. There's a ring on the second floor. There's also seems to be punching bags. A lot of people are sparring using weapons, practice weapons, of course. And Shilong, well, some aren't, some are, but Shilong, roll me perception specifically. Cadmus is there. No, I'm joking.
Oh, hey, this is my summer home, actually.
I live here. What the fuck?
Oh, hey.
What the fuck?
What is going on?
No, shush. Nobody acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. Just keep moving.
Vincent,
27.
you recognize a very familiar face.
You mean Shilong?
Shilong. You recognize a very familiar face as the first person you fought in the underground area, and the person that is usually with them. You recognize Nader, what you assume to be the drunken monk. Effectively practicing getting thrown and catching himself on the ground. As you also notice that one of his arms is missing.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh,
He
I
fucked
mean,
Cadmus.
throwing him is
I'll
a
go-
lot easier now.
I'm gonna go up to him like, hey there, Nader.
Oh shit! As he goes in for what seems to be a handshake with his one arm. What the?
I'll shake it back. I'll shake it back.
What are you doing here?
Wait, right.
Just visiting.
Huh.
So what happened to the?
My hand, my arm.
Yeah.
Well, as he holds out what is a page, like a talisman, you assume, and also left arm.
Oh, lefty.
Oh.
I don't know why today, just very giggly.
Oh, I'm a lefty. But
Just slid
oh, you guys gotta shut the fuck up. As he clutches his shoulder. As he shows this envelope to you, and he says, "I got invited to a festival, but I had to win a fight."
I mean, yes. Cadmus?
No. So, wait, you're fighting Cadmus to go there?
Yeah.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "You poor guy." He also shows you a coin, to which, if anybody outside the area, if Alex or Vincent saw it, They know it to be a soul coin.
Okay. Just makes eyes at Vincent like.
Are you guys staying there waiting? Well, as Shilong does, or are you guys continuing up the stairs to the third floor?
I'm moving on, Kaya.
Okay.
Oh. Corey, boy toy.
You could always do, boy toy.
All right, boy toy.
Who's boy toy?
Oh, not my quarry. By the way, yeah, the dragon. I just rolled a d20. It didn't pop up, but I got 17.
4.
Shilong. I'm staying outside and I'm like glancing on the inside, seeing Shilong.
Get stopped as the case is stopped. Looks over.
Don't worry. I got it. It's fine.
Alright. And I'm gonna see you in a bit then. So I'm going to continue on with Vincent.
Alright. As he says, I lost my arm as I was being tested to go and join this festival. Would you believe if I said he fought just like you?
I believe it.
I barely won. And I don't even consider it I don't
What do
consider
you look like, this guy?
Tall, kind of lanky. He seemed malnourished.
Alright.
He was wearing baggy clothes. One of his arms were wrapped up in what seemed to be a gauntlet of sorts. He had purple fire. And it burned my arm off. He also sort of gestures to your attire. He didn't... he wore that specifically for our fight, but it was purple with the reverse symbol on it.
Wait a minute. I
And it-
think
And he
I've
was,
seen him once.
You
That was a
have.
long time ago.
it was
Yeah, I know.
Two-
I'm saying that as Shilong. I hardly remember where I saw it.
okay.
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 What? Question. You said he fought like me. Were there any key differences?
He was more aggressive. He every attack, you fight aggressive as well. You hit hard, but he was more debilitating, and everything he threw out, it felt like
It felt like a snake.
yeah. Yeah, felt like a snake. Why?
It's an old fighting style that I remember.
Oh.
I didn't know anyone knew it.
Whatever it was very unpredictable. I barely won, and I say barely because I feel like he let me when he got bored. He said I met the criteria, and that was it.
Hey. Well, I'm sorry what happened to your arm, but hey, always gotta bounce back from these things, right?
Yeah, I'm not worrying about it. I'm already... This sort of forced me to get back into my drunken fist style, I guess. so I'm not fretting over it. Thanks. You are going, though, right? Or are you
Oh, I
gonna...
gotta beat Cadmus, so.
Good luck.
But yeah, you'll see me there. And I like punch his shoulder.
He pats you on the shoulder. As Alex, the person that was training with him, as you take out a few kunais and you're just sort of twisting them around.
Oh no, it's like when nobody's looking, it's like take out a few kunais, close it back, like.
From the area?
Oh no! Like a few kunais from the case.
Oh.
No! I equipped some kunais because before it's like, oh yeah, you can't walk around with your weapons, and I'm like, all right, yeah.
As you do that, a person appears from behind you that you didn't even notice, shockingly enough, with your passive. As Nader's like, all right, let's get back to where'd she go? As Alex, you see someone put a hand on your shoulder as this woman, clad in whatever this is, with horns, red eyes, and what seem to be two sickles sort of drawn that sort of have their edges dulled. She says, or they say, you realize that if you take those out, you're training here, right?
Right? Oh. This looks just like looks like over her shoulder, and it's like, be cool. Be cool. This is not for training. Right? Just be cool.
Your physique and the amount of weapons. Yes, you are the person that was with the Iron Dragon at his debut fight against my young master, correct? As Nader says, I'm not your master, I just beat you up and you won't leave me alone.
Aww.
Is that like a thing with women nowadays? Like,
Alex just stands up. It's like, what? That's so nice. Such old traditions. I'm so glad to see there's somebody who still follows them.
Like the third time I've seen this.
But I will make an exception, since you are skilled, if not more skilled than I, and are seem to be my senior.
Just like looks at her. Well, don't worry. We all get stronger when we have to, or we die. That's the way this works.
That is the way of the world, of course. She nods
I
to
like you.
and walks toward Nader. And as Nader walks towards her, she just grabs his arm and fucking shoulder chucks him off of it and onto the ground. As she says,
Shoulder chucks him off screen.
I like to imagine, just like, all right, let's get back to. Oh fuck!
As she simply says, if you had both your arms, you would not be caught off guard like that. We need to get you back in fighting condition to avenge your loss. Now let us go. I refuse to follow a weak master. As she drags him off into the corner.
Yeah. I'm getting some like serious deja vu right now.
When Shilong walks back, she's actually, I can tell she's practiced. I'm just gonna assume she has expertise in athletics.
Correct.
Just looks at her. I like her. She has a different style from me, but a lot of respect there. That form. It's an older style.
Alex, I want you to roll me an intelligence-based insight check from me.
No problem.
Since your analytical brain and your researcher are attuned with your natural talent and your sort of learning skill and your curve, I'm going to give you some, it's a 4, it's an 11 still.
It's 11.
You notice that she seems to be very stealthy, and she, what you can assume, uses a lot of chokeholds and or submission moves. So, You're exact opposite, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, like it would be a situation of if we were to try and find each other, it would just be an endless game of hide and seek. But who finds who first becomes the real struggle there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they're an interesting bunch. Anyway, we should probably head back to others.
yeah, I've missed Nader and them. You do know that Shilong, just reminding you, your first fight, there was a girl with him with longer hair back then. You can assume that this is her.
Yeah.
I gotta get art. I gotta draw them because.
Quick thing. Since we're heading back there, Daz, for a second there, I thought it was gonna be Nora again. It's like, what are you doing?
Nora, how'd you fucking get up here?
just like looking to Shilong, it's like,
I took a plane.
Yeah.
She's a tiefling. I'm an Oni. I'm a half Oni, so basically Cambion. He's a martial artist, you're a martial artist. You both have a lot in common.
Well, I still got my arms there.
Well, yeah, but in exchange you lost your whole body, so.
Fucking. Oh, I accidentally made a fucking Full Metal Alchemist reference in this entire session.
Oh wow, this is really
wow.
cool. That just fucking clicked with me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Nader, getting a replacement arm would really help him.
I gotta do it now. Alright.
Maybe we can introduce him to Daedalus one day.
But while you guys are there, I assume Zora and everyone else, Zora, Vincent, and Phelan walked with Kai up to the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Going up to the 3rd floor, once again, the 2nd floor is multi-layered. There seems to be a swimming pool there. What seems to be rope training. Think basically any skill that you could think of training and or any stat you think of training can happen here. But
mental included?
Yeah, there's libraries. There seems to be what seems to be a range area where there seems to be colors flashing on the screen. You see someone trying to remember them, so that's wisdom. There's books in terms of research and intellect gathering. And there's also seems to be a person trying to teach another person how to lie, be persuasive, and or effectively a speech class. Yeah.
Acting lessons.
Pretty much. This place is what you assume to be the ideal place for hunters to gather and learn. At least in this place. And Phelan, you understand?
What do I need?
In every
major acting classes.
In every major, continental area, and in the main city, even if you haven't been there, Phelan, Uriel would have told you there is something like this everywhere in every capital city due to the Hunters organization, the Demon Hunters Association.
Okay.
And Vincent, you'd also know this. This isn't anything new. They have one like this in Bloodhound and in Era, so.
Alright.
Bizarre, this is fucking like, whoa! So many things. But as you get to the 3rd floor is basically what you assume to be meeting room areas, where going past each room there seems to be more people talking about certain things. There seems to be very interesting conversations happening in each room, and if you were to try and listen in and eavesdrop, it's not hard to. You get the feeling that they're talking about the infrastructure of the city, the demons that are sort of popping up around the coast, and what to do. And roll me perception, all of you.
Oh, I didn't include it.
Yes.
Alright. Phelan. Never mind. Phelan? Rolling well on a thing she has a good modifier on?
That's wild.
That's about what I expected.
I'll shut up. Yeah, I'll include Alex and Shilling because they wouldn't be too far off. But Shilling, if you want to roll perception as well.
On
Oh.
B or beat.
Fuck, I didn't see
Yeah.
that. It's fine.
Oh, I thought they were. Yeah.
You would, well, I'm probably just going to give you this information as a whole, and they'd probably hear it when they catch up to you all. Just to make things clear. You hear in one room a group of people discussing something, and Zora, you cannot make it out, but you do know that it involves the train system that moves up to from Metalum to TerraPoint, and then when TerraPoint is mentioned, you can't hear anything. You can't really make out anything else as things get angry.
Okay.
As Vincent, you understand it here, but Phelan hears it first, as they say, "Who are we going to get to replace the mayor of TerraPoint? He was assassinated and killed. We need someone to lead those people, and he was the perfect person there. He was a veteran, and he's dead now. Braylon, we need you to find someone." And then another person says, "Yes, but is their daughter alive?" And they say, "We are unsure. The daughter's body hasn't been found." As they sort of get into an uproar and they start yelling back and forth as you both hear this. As you also make out, "Yes, and not to mention, the mayor of Metalum has also been assassinated. What are we going to do? People are slowly but surely taking out every major figurehead within the coast. Braylon, what are we going to do about this?" As
If anyone looks back to Phelan, at this point her expression is completely unnaturally neutral. Like
Alright.
empty, I'd say.
Alright. But
I mean, I don't know. He was the mayor, so
yeah, you don't know. But after a bit of walking down these corridors and hallways, you do make it to what seems to be a room. As Kaya turns back and she says, where's everyone else?" And then Alex, you're running around these areas in this upper building area, just looking around, and then you stumble across to where the hallway is. You and Shilong stumble across the hallway where Kaya and everyone else is, as Kaya waves you down.
Big bright smile. Come on, Shilong, let's go.
you know
Okay,
he's
we're
looking
getting
the
left
case, isn't he?
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, actually, no, I'm stronger than him. He's helping.
Oof. As you enter the room, you hear someone slam their hand against the door against the table. As Kaya opens the door, as you hear a woman say, "I don't care what it takes or what it has to be done. We need more people up here. Don't you understand the situation at hand?" As opening the door, you see a woman with what seems to be a suit, buttons, what seems to be a white button-up shirt with a red vest around it, with white hair and what seems red eyes, gloves on each hand, dress pants, and a case resting against the table. She seems to have a much more aggressive expression on the image than that is on the a much more expressive and angry expression on her face than the image I'm about to show you guys as reference. As you see. This woman.
Oh.
As this woman is there, she sort of slams the phone down as two what seems to be, as Vincent you would recognize as two bloodhound soldiers, sort of, she waves them off. And as they leave, Kaya says, "Eliza! Vincent's here!" Vincent. I assume you guys are the Ebony Night Slayer Company.
Yeah.
Not making mention to Vincent at all, but only to everyone around Vincent. Almost as if she does not see Vincent as left bloodhound. Vincent, I need you to sit down for this.
I will go over and yes, I'll sit down.
As you do so, she takes in a deep breath.
Oh no.
You are the closest to Caleb, so I assume that you have already been consoled on the fact that Caleb has gone missing. This is Eliza.
Damn it.
There's a small moment in his head that puts the pieces together.
I was worried for nothing!
Almost like I fucking said it, but like, nah, trust his partner. No, I fucking, yeah.
Yeah, trust the partner that didn't tell him anything crazy.
Dude, fuck off. I told him what he needed to know.
Oh, wow. That exudes trust. Anywhere. As she sort of...
I'm back.
Yeah, this is Eliza Gardner, captain of, as she says and looks at everyone, she introduces herself. Apologies, I forgot there were other people in the room besides Vincent, Kaya, and I. I am Eliza Gardner, captain of North Branch of Bloodhound. Happy to meet you all.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Yeah.
So, with Caleb gone, do you assume command or would that be Arian?
That would be Arian. But he refuses that because he did not beat Caleb in a fight. So there's a power vacuum within Bloodhound.
Oh god.
It's always a stubborn one.
Yeah, this is why.
Was that why you two wanted to speak with me, or was it for some other reason?
There's another reason, but that is within Bloodhound matters. Do you trust them enough to hear this, or do you want to speak alone with about this matter?
I trust them.
I'm sure
Don't be so upset about it.
I'm
Alex,
sorry, but I
now
do
is
not
not the time.
trust you for a number of reasons.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're in league with Hal, who left Bloodhound to do his own thing. Not to mention you are under contract with Damon Greaves, that snake.
Gee, I wonder how you feel about him.
Can we leave the more venomous talk alone until after the information is given?
You're right.
Yeah, let's deal with business before we start getting catty.
I mean, I'll try, but that's kind of my default state.
Not now, Zora, please.
I'm sure you're aware of, as she takes the
Boy,
pages.
Caddy.
She takes the pages from Kaya, as she says, I'm sure you're aware of by walking around the hallways that you understand, and also Shilong, to catch you up with what you missed. It's been revealed that in one of the rooms, one of the bigger rooms in this area, there has been an assassination of 2 mayors of the Star Point. One in Metalum and the other in Terra Point. And
I'm a
Phelan-
detective. Wait a minute. Shit.
Phelan seems, coming back to where Phelan is, you notice that she is much more stoic and neutral in her expression. But Eliza says, I'm sure you're aware of by walking these halls that there has been an assassination of 2 trusted and old former devil hunters that were a part of the Crest of Clypus at one point or not.
Heard as much.
Those 2 people would be Methuselah and Virek.
Wait. And Methuselah?
Yes.
How recent was this?
About 8 hours ago, we've got the message.
Ah.
8 hours and some spare change in time.
We saw him about 10 hours ago, so...
I see.
Hmm.
I'm sorry if the news is jarring, but there's a group.
Question.
Hmm?
Question, Miss Garner.
Yes.
The assassination on... Do you have a date or time for the assassination on the person from Metalum?
We do. But the exact specifics of his death seem to be hidden with the mayor of the city, Braylon, since he was also the person that stationed these people there. The exact time in which this happened: August 6th.
August 6th. Hold on. Let's see.
Right after
A week and...
right after Vincent's birthday.
Uh-huh.
Vincent's the killer.
Oh, don't connect me to this shit. Don't connect me to this shit.
Question, Daz. When Hal showed up to give me the information when we went, right before we went
That
to,
was the 9th. The modeling show was the 9th.
The modeling show was, what, July 9th?
August 9th.
No, the modeling show was August 9th.
And then you went to, you know.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So a week and 2 days, Hal showed up. He had disappeared, and right before we went on that 2-week break, which ended the 9th, basically, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hal basically gave not Hal, what's his name? Caleb left for somewhere.
Yes.
And that was on that's 1 week, 2 week, so what, like 20s, July 20s, somewhere, like, and like late 20s.
It was around July 30th. Just before, it was because the recon mission of with the ruins was on the 25th, which then spiraled into a 2-day excursion to deal with the, cult. So it was around July 30th, July 31st, and then you guys took a break, 2 weeks, then shit started rolling back in.
Okay. So he left somewhere around there. That immediately gave people an opportunity. 6th, assassination. 9th, Hal gives the information. And 10 hours ago, so that's the 15th. Still. I see. Okay. Thank you, Miss Gardner.
Not to mention we haven't had contact with Hal in a long time either after he proposed the situation. So, Bloodhound, Era, and also the Crest, they're supposing that either Howell and Caleb are in cahoots and killing people of the coast.
It's not. However, the person who was assassinated, were both of them heroes or people with connections or of note?
Each mayor or someone in charge of one of the major cities in the Star Coast, they were once, or their families were at some point connected to the Crest of Clypus, accomplished demon hunters, retired to manage a city.
Retired to manage a city. Would you say that they'd be able to handle a surprise attack well?
I don't know them. I've never met them once. I've been too busy with my own agenda.
More the question is, would they need to be overwhelmed with either forces or overwhelming strength?
That's what we've been researching. Varric seemed to be a very neutral party. Varric, he was strong, but not overwhelmingly strong. He wasn't strategic, but he was also a great leader. We don't know how he would have handled a surprise attack.
People.
Yeah, we don't know how well he would have handled a surprise attack. He's also an accomplished forger. He can create.
I see, so they probably caught him without most of his gear, and without anybody around him.
We've already come to this conclusion, yes. And with Methuselah is incredibly strong. Unless he was caught off guard, in the moment of his death, there's no way he could have died. Easy, at least. So we've been looking for a tussle, and there doesn't seem to be a one. At least, that's what we reported.
Where was he found?
In his workshop, his woodworking area.
Oh, so it was definitely... It was definitely somebody who could hit him, who could strike him fast, or could get close enough that he wouldn't have been worried. Somebody he didn't think.
What was the state of him when he was found?
Headless.
Ah, so professional.
One sweep?
Yes.
Any
Jagged.
other damage?
No. Body's perfectly intact, the head's missing. Daughter's missing as well. As Kaya, you see Kaya just sort of fall into herself as she sits in a chair, drinks tea.
Hal came to me with a proposition. I advised him on what to do and to send word through some method that he would know would reach me. I asked him to. I already figured out that Caleb was probably captured, probably not killed.
Impossible.
Because you say that.
You haven't fought Caleb like we have. You haven't worked with Caleb like me and points to Vincent have.
Trust me when I say nothing is impossible. The impossible is what you and I eat for breakfast daily. What everybody out there thinks is impossible. All the normal people. Yet we do it. It's just a matter of we don't there's possibly things we don't know. I have a hunch on a few things. It's also why I sent Hal under suggestion to go after him as if he was captured, not
So-
killed, and not.
You're the reason why
I
Hal
think-
has not been in contact with us in the last few days.
Yes,
So it is your
Hal
doing
is
why he hasn't come
probably
into contact with
being
us.
captured. Yes, Hal has probably been captured as well.
Do you realize what you've done?
Yes, I made it easier for us to find them.
And what if he cannot
Before Hal-
And what if he cannot make communications back out? What if he's just killed on the spot
That's-
after being captured? If he
He
is
would-
captured,
If he's captured, maybe. Hal's probably either in a similar or same place as Caleb, or he is trying to stay alive. And Alex pulls a small vial that she holds tightly in her hand and just shows like a small bit of it. There's a bit of blood and hair in the blood. This is our silver bullet. Scrying. If we scry and we get nothing, we know that we're dealing with a caster that is aware enough to handle this. Basically, you do some form of protection against scrying. If
she
we
holds her hand
pick up
out.
something.
She holds her hand out towards you, like putting her palm towards you in a motion to stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Alex will
enough.
put the vial away.
That is enough. I do not care for any of these conjecture, and if that is the case, then it is Bloodhound's job to do so.
No, because we have to do something about it. Not
You're under
Right this
contract by
second.
Discovery. Unless you make it known that you're trying to do something about it, you're unable to do it unless you go freelance, which means we have nothing to talk
no,
about.
we can't do that because we're under contract.
Exactly. Meaning you have nowhere,
Ma'am.
you have no ground to stand on in this situation. I do appreciate
Ma'am.
the tactical talk and know-how that you present in the situation. But
All due respect, I don't have any venom for you. I don't have any venom for your organization.
I never
The
said you
person
did.
who's my mentor is currently probably captured or hiding and ducking for their life. As well, Vincent's mentor. However much he's willing to put his neck on the line for him.
I'm not.
I didn't think you were, which is why I didn't tell you. Because you would never listen. Even though this power vacuum is the exact thing I would want to avoid.
But not telling anybody, did you realize that the power vacuum would ensue faster? Did you think if you told Vincent about this sooner, he probably could have helped us do something about it sooner?
Vincent, would you have cared if Caleb was was around, or would you have just wanted to come to see your sister sooner?
Well, as it looks to you.
If you had told me about them, would I care? No. It's no secret I have absolutely no love for him.
It's no secret everybody hates Caleb, Vincent. I hate him.
One of the few things we agree on. But I would have, at the very least, let one of them know. Without them, well, them or Ariane.
Really,
Caleb?
you wouldn't have made it an immediate priority to
don't-
come and see your sister.
I don't. It's not a matter. I already had a desperate need to see my sister at that point. You had told me that when we were starting to leave.
Yes, and I did that to calm your mind, not for any other reason other than that.
So you were aware when you were leaving to come here that that Caleb was gone? Caleb, Vincent?
Yes.
No, she says it's
Oh.
Vincent.
Oh, sorry.
Was I aware of that specific moment? No. I only learned that, I want to say, 10, maybe 11 hours ago.
I see. And you, Miss Alexandria Kagesena, was aware of this
It's Alex.
from the 9th. I do not address you in nicknames. I address you in your full name because I do not know you as such. I can address Vincent as Vincent because I've known Vincent for a long time.
My full name is something, then think of it this way. My full name is something I hand to people that I respect and that I trust. Just as you would want me to address you respectfully. Alex is a respectful way to address me.
If that is what you wish, it does not change anything to me. I will say, I do require Vincent's cooperation on a few things, since he is still Bloodhound, whether he believes so or not.
And still contracted, so if his hands are tied, our hands are tied. If his hands are free to work in this, then so are ours.
We will not get anywhere with this because I refuse to work with you until you've shown me that I can trust you and that you will not stab me in the back.
I have no reason to stab you in the back. Your heart, the back has too many bones. The ribcage is easier to cut through the front.
Oh, for the God's sake.
My point exactly.
No. I'm being very literal, but I'm also using the metaphor. I'm working on this whole new emotion thing. Point is, I have no reason to kill you. Don't give me a reason to. My interests are set in saving the people that need to be saved. I have an idea of what's going on. I don't have any hard evidence, but given what's been happening in recent time, I think it's safe to say that forces are gathering. Too many things are getting too interesting. Too many people are helping one another out of just simple kindness. No. Why was the lady being helped by Keskaban? That one that was captured, Ashfield from a cult?
Her name
That's
is Muriel.
seemingly...
Do not say such a stupid name. That's the name of a cult leader that we do not trust. And gestures to Phelan. Because Phelan
glares as she gestures to her. Because it's like, you...
Wait, let her finish.
You don't call that.
Let me finish. As she gestures to Phelan. That is a name discarded by Phelan, as told to me by Uriel. It is not a name you use anymore. Call her Muriel.
Muriel? She was being helped by Keskaban. Keskaban was working on a project all on his own, a little pet project, with a demon that was killed. Also, well, it seems as if individuals are calling in deals, favors are being handled, people are waking up, the world is changing. Too many things are happening all at once for this to be coincidence. Somebody is actively trying to force these changes. We're not looking for a powerful individual. We're looking for a group. And groups usually leave behind a footprint.
Are you unaware that we've been staking out and understanding this ourselves as well? I know you do not mean to insult our intelligence as bloodhound and as demon hunters, but we've also come to the same conclusion. They're all working together, yes.
Mm.
And yes, usually groups leave a trail, but not if each group member is doing things individually. Now, I do appreciate this, but I do need to talk with Kaya about a few things that are secret to even... wouldn't be secret to Vincent, but since you are also intent on being all for one and one for all, I must sadly ask you to leave, Vincent. Kaya, you can examine Vincent when you get the chance. As she takes what seems to be a bug off of Kaya's collar, and like a microphone, a small microphone off Kaya's collar, and puts it in her pocket.
Miss Garner?
As she goes to look at the paper, she stops and looks up at you.
Since you seem to like doing things by the book, which, fair, not exactly my style, but fair. Allow this to be a formal request to be placed on the mission to go and save those two. By the way, if I had to guess, they're being held off coast.
We assume that as much as well. It'll be taken into consideration. You do have high ranking and still being evaluated as such. As she goes back to looking at the papers after you say that.
I'm gonna stand up and start walking toward the door.
Kaya gestures and sort of walks out with you all. She tells Eliza, just give me 1 second, as Eliza nods and gestures for her to go. As I assume you all leave the room. Eliza follows suit or not Eliza, Kaya follows suit and says, I'm sorry about her. She's just been having a lot of...
I knew that one.
She's usually much more friendly, but she is,
He seems focused.
There's been a lot happening.
So the stick isn't usually that far up her ass. Is that how I was?
Yeah.
Wow, I must have been a bitch.
Vincent, if you do want to be examined, I can meet you in the... do you have a place to stay?
Not currently.
Oh,
Don't Hunters Commons normally have rooms? This is a question.
yeah.
Okay.
But she says, this place, since there's so many facilities. There it is. I said it. I got it. Facilities in this area. They didn't really fit a resting area in this one. Mainly, this place is for quick recreation, training, and then leaving, or contract signing, conversion of money, etc.
It's a business kind of place.
Yeah, there is a hotel not too far from here, though. Literally 10-minute walk from here.
All right.
If you get a room there, I will happily come see you later, Vincent.
All right.
She goes to...
Personal examination in your room.
I'm going to go now. As she goes and she opens back the door. And...
One more thing before you do. How well do you know the city itself?
We've been here about 2 weeks and a half, just roughly.
I'm gonna take out the journal, and from the back page, I'll take out the slip of paper that Kalo gave me with the address.
Oh yes, I know that street. There's a bakery on that street that I really enjoy.
Would you be there?
Of course, but it is getting late, I suppose.
Tomorrow will be fine first.
She nods.
Thank you.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. As she nods to everybody.
It is good seeing you again. And I'll start walking off.
She has a smile on her face and rosy cheeks, and she waves to you, Vincent. As you guys go.
Helping with the case again.
Yeah. When you guys go back downstairs, you notice that there is Margaret still there, as well as Dahlia, as they are waiting for you.
Oh no.
Hello. Is there anywhere else?
Oh no, I'm just saying to myself that Gray and Lily still haven't shown up.
Yeah.
It was great.
We actually got word from Lily that Gray is sightseeing, quote unquote.
Oh no.
Do you know where they are?
They should be in the market area, if I remember correctly.
Right. I'll go see them. Well, I'll go accompany them.
If that's the case,
You
one of
guys-
us should accompany you as well. Dahlia. That's
God,
Dahlia.
I feel like tough right now. Just be like, I don't know why.
She just looks at them. Were there any red tiles on the way to the market that I saw?
No.
Okay. Just go. I suppose, yeah.
She nods, as Delilah, with her neutral expression, says, "Don't worry, I won't be in your way. I just need to make sure that you get to a suitable housing, and then we can go our separate ways."
I don't mind the company. I was just a bit taken back. She'll look to the others and go like, "I'll meet you guys at the hotel."
Alright. As Margaret, being the last one left, will take you to your hotel. And Dahlia will follow Phelan and sort of guide her to the direction where they believe and last heard from Lily. And we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Alright. Woo! Break.
Sebi?
I don't give a fuck about Sebi.
Sebi? Oh,
Anyway,
fucking, yeah, let's just go.
let's fucking fuck them. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with Phelan. We're back, by the way. How you guys doing? Alright, dick asses, don't ignore me. It's making me sound like I'm talking to myself.
Said we were starting with Phelan.
I'm just waiting for my turn.
Alright, Phelan. So,
Immediately looking at the BRB.
Phelan, you're going with Dahlia to,
Go ahead.
Phelan just still going to, you're going with Dahlia to, find where Gray and Lily are. It takes you about 30 minutes to get to where it's supposed to be. In doing so, you find a group of people surrounding, like a circle, around what seems to be a table, and in that table, you see
Of course.
Gray fucking in an armbar from Lily.
This makes too much sense.
As
Okay, so I just want to say, when I saw these two, my immediate thought wasn't girlfriend. My immediate thought was, they're gonna be best friends, aren't they?
as Gray fucking stands up and tries to slam her to the ground, but she lets go just in time, rolling, and tackles Gray to the ground as he's like, "Oh Jesus!" And they're effectively like full haymaker throws at each other at this point, as everyone's like, "Fight! Fight! Fight one of the Clypus! Do it!" As
Vale looks at Dahlia. Does Dahlia look at all surprised?
when Dolly is not around Margaret, you notice she takes out a cigarette and begins to smoke. And she does not look surprised at all.
This happen often?
Only with people that Lily likes.
Well, glad to know he's made a friend.
As, after 10 minutes if you do nothing.
Yeah, he's having fun.
The crowd disperses as both Lily and Gray are on one knee looking at each other, sort of like with bruises on each other's faces, as Gray, simply exhausted, says, "You don't eat my fucking food without asking me." And she simply says back and saying, "You're supposed to be a gentleman and give me food when I'm hungry." As Gray says angrily in a raising tone, simply retorts, "I don't give food to snot-nosed brats that ask for my approval and steal my shit." To which Lily picks up a chair and throws it at him. To which he dodges out the way.
At that point, I just step forward and clap my hands once.
No, let
No, they've already fought for 10 minutes.
No, Phelan steps in, gets schooled by the chair of Great dodged.
You know what? What's your AC? It's not gonna do anything, but what's your AC? What's your AC, Phelan, if I can ask?
21.
The funny number.
What?
Nothing. So B plus. Excuse me. Sorry. Failing, as it hits you, your sort of your skin makes the lawn chair snap and fall in two.
Can she catch it?
No, you can catch it.
Yeah, as it flies toward her, she just catches it, like plants it on the ground.
As
Alright.
Lily sees Dahlia, she sort of straightens herself up, straightens her dress and like puts her hair back into like a ponytail behind her. Almost super rehearsed, super well practiced to the point where it's shocking how quick they did that. As Gray's like, "What the? You fucking asshole."
Is he talking to her?
To fucking Lily. Gray's talking to Lily as Dahlia says, "We're here to bring you back to the hotel. They did what they need to do, and we need to drop them off so we can go to sleep." Lily. As Lily just shuts up and walks past Gray, shoulder checking him, as he is exhausted and lands on the ground. He's like, "Ugh. Okay." And he just lays down the ground.
I'll walk over and reach down a hand for him to
He's like, "Thank you."
pull him up. See, you made a friend?
She's not my friend. I'm gonna take her down.
We'll call it rival then.
As you guys walk back.
Yeah.
And that, oh yeah. Well,
On the way back,
okay.
I am actually going to. Okay, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for
who?
just casually looking around. But I'm clocking whenever I see those red tiles.
All right.
Very
Where?
much trying to make it look like I'm very casually.
Gotcha. When I get the map finished, you'll clearly see what I mean by red tiles. But as it is right now, you do not see any where you are in this sort of area, right?
Okay.
But when you get closer to the Hunters Commons where the hotel is, you then begin to notice some red tiles sort of sprinkle into the area like dots. And then they sort of converge into another pathway leading back to the main city, or to not the main city, the inner city. But while you're doing that, everyone else, you follow Margaret to the hotel. It is a big hotel, as she says. This is the outer city's 5-star hotel.
I can whistle.
Hmm?
Fuck.
As she brings you inside. It is a subsidiary. It's a subsidiary of the Hunters Commons Star Peaks. So effectively the same name, different branding and different resource. I assume. I don't stay here. But as she leads you all in, she takes what seems to be a fruit, and to those that know what a star fruit is, she hands each one to you, all of you. They're there.
Wow. Wow, Daz.
Hmm?
Just feeling especially Caribbean today, I guess.
I'm not. It's not my fault that I had this place done a long time ago, and I like star fruit, so fuck you. Yeah, she also takes a star fruit, cracks it, and opens it up and eats it. Like, splits it in half and begins to eat it.
I'll eat mine.
Tastes. It's an acquired. It tastes fine. It's very citrus.
It's an acquired taste.
I don't hate it.
Soured.
I don't hate it. It tastes fine. Especially if you make it with
Some-
smoothies with banana.
Yes, if you make it with smoothies and banana, it's nice. By itself,
It's
it
hard.
can sometimes be a little
Sour.
It's also, if you eat it just like that, you have to kind of like spit out the skin, or you could be a crazy person, just eat the skin, like mad people.
How dare you?
I only
wrong
eat
with
those things with knives, son. I cut it open and open it. And
Truly
eat
a
it.
Frenchman, huh? I'm joking. But
Yourself.
It does.
Yeah.
Can I try and, since a bit of time has passed, can I try and roll again to see where I remember her from?
Roll it again. And this time you don't have to do it in the tower since you're making it public that you're wanting to know. So roll history.
Yeah.
Why?
22.
Why?
Don't acknowledge it. Don't just keep moving. Don't acknowledge it.
You distinctly remember a long time ago, Caleb was tasked with killing a succubus and was stopped by another group of people. And you quickly realize that when she means that she was attacked by a demon, she means Caleb.
I see.
Holy fucking shit! You're telling me I'm right.
Are you serious?
That's why I was laughing, because I was like, why? What prompted this at all? Yeah.
Is she?
Oh
is
yeah.
she the one that I?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, is that why he's like, hey, she looks familiar to you, Vincent?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
You
fucking
see,
phoned her.
as she hands him the fruit, there's a realization just dawns on him.
As she looks at you and she realizes
Oh.
that you realize, she puts a hand, she puts like a finger to her lips, and then she chuckles and she says, "Right this way to your rooms."
Yep.
Ooh, you.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I fucking called it. I fucking called it.
You're never gonna let me
Okay,
live
I
this
had
down.
a feeling. I had a feeling when Daz said he wanted to record that part specifically.
I had a feeling.
That just made the whole situation with Lily and Gray a lot more funnier now in context.
Gray's
I
like,
don't
I
think-
have to
no,
kill her.
I don't think. Wait, like, here's the thing, because I chose Lily. I think it was
Yeah.
a little. I think it was a shell. It was a shell game. I picked the wrong one.
I'm so happy you picked the wrong one. I was like, this could either escalate to such a degree if they get the right one, or they could be blissfully ignorant until the end, and that'll be perfectly fine. But you know, Vincent got a net 20, so you know that's fine. So she takes you to a room. She goes to the receptionist area. She says, as a receptionist, another what seems to be a man and a woman, late or early 40s. They recognize the crest on her chest, and they say, "Hello, are these new people that enter the city?" As Margaret nods her head, and she gestures for all of you to go and request your rooms. As each room here is $100 for a week.
Night?
For a week.
Oh, a week.
Oh, for
Oh,
a week.
okay. Oh, okay. So,
That's far more reasonable.
Yeah.
no, $100 a night. I mean, I was like, oh wait, this place is 5-star. Oh shit.
It is, but it's not 5-star.
Do
5-star.
remember the current year?
It's also government funded
Yep.
for hunters, though.
No, you're right. So, a single room, and there's actually tiers to the room. There's the residential, which is basically similar to what a small house would be, and they even show you pictures. The hotel rooms for one person looks like a flat, like like a New York flat.
Oh, damn.
Like when you say New York flat, you mean like Manhattan type deal, like one of the ones. Like okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
Never mind.
you keep forgetting I am Canadian. I'm Canadian. Give me a second.
Like a flat in downtown Toronto, like one
Yes.
of the high rises.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then there's the what seems to be the, I guess, the resort suite, which is effectively two of those, with what seems to be a walk-in area where you can leave your shoes. Multiple bathrooms, a max of 3 at a time in each suite, and 4 beds in the suite.
Okay.
That one is actually more than 100 for a week. That is around 350 for a week.
Question: which room is the highest room? Like the one that is on the highest floor?
Suite, like the high, like the,
Suite?
the penthouse.
The tallest floor.
The penthouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so imagine the suite, but 2 scrunched together with 2 big bedrooms and 2 king size beds. There are 2 types. There's one for one person. There's one for multiple people. But the multiple
need to
people.
know which one's closest to the roof.
The penthouse.
Penthouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want a penthouse. I can pay for it
There are
myself, or we
only
can.
there are only
Ah.
3 penthouses available.
Dibs.
How much is it?
I think it's at
500.
350.
No, that's for the suite. 500 for a week.
Okay.
Wait.
Uh.
Wait. No. Wait. Sorry, these are old numbers. Shit. Hold your
You
horses.
sure?
Yeah.
They're lower?
Do, 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 do.
I'm just saying, like, if the numbers are lower, I think we can leave it.
Inflation.
Hmm.
Shut up.
That's what I'm talking. That's exactly what I'm. For inflation.
Because I could have sworn, we could just leave it at 500.
I mean, money was worth more back then, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have, like, I only have so much,
I'll leave the numbers as it is. Let's keep it
The
like
price
that.
would probably be less.
Let's keep.
Bad.
Hey, chill. I don't care.
If you're gonna talk about, like, accounting for inflation.
No, I said old numbers. I had old numbers. Remember how everything has a 0 at the end of it? These are old. That's what I meant. But I'll keep it the way it is.
Keep it the way it is? Alright, neat. So I'm gonna dock 500 and Alex just pays for a penthouse.
For yourself?
I mean, I don't mind bunking.
They ask who you bunking with.
Looks around.
One
First
bed
come,
or
first serve.
1 bed or 2 bed.
Sure, why not?
1 bed or 2 bed.
1 bed.
Alright, they give you.
Stock that 500. Oh no, $900 left. Oh, ugh.
Wait, you have how much?
$900 left.
Oh,
It's in
Jesus.
dollars.
I can't touch to my demon tears. I refuse.
You mean red orbs?
Yes, fuck. My game is back and now it's in my head. Shit.
This is what happens
Yeah, I
when you
can't
try
touch
to make
red
a
orbs.
copy of an existing creation. But that copy is just the existing creation.
Listen, alright? Listen, I did demon tears a long while ago. It was like, hey, this is a
But what
good
came
idea.
before, red orbs or demon tears?
Yeah, fuck off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anybody else? So that's Shilong and Alex.
I mean, I don't mind sharing a bed with more than one person.
To get a suite for myself, 1 bed.
All right. 350.
What was that?
350 for money.
Good.
Give me the money. Throw it into the void. Do it. Throw it into the economy like a goddamn fucking capitalist. Do it.
What's the fucking
Exactly.
I don't care about my dollars. I have 12,000 red orbs. I'm fine.
Oh fuck.
I just remembered that fucking Rick and Morty clip.
Yeah.
God, I love money so much.
Yeah. Han sent that to me recently.
Yeah, I sent that to Han.
So Daz,
Yeah.
as soon as I get my room key, Zora's going to say, I'm in the mood for ice cream. I'll be back later.
You go out?
Yep.
Wait, what time of night is it?
It'd be 12, counting for all the
Yeah.
conversation.
Right.
As you go out, she would say, most of the vendors are probably closing up shop. The only places probably open would be the bar, but I wouldn't recommend going to one of the bars at this time.
Especially who would ask for ice cream at a bar?
Is that like not a thing? Oh, okay.
Who asked for
No.
milk? Ugh.
I put down my Yu-Gi-Oh card and I asked for a glass of milk anyway.
I'm gonna tap this card for No, we're not getting into.
Moving on. So you get your room key. Before that
Alright, then
happens,
if it's that late, because it's that late,
okay.
we're just gonna go up to our room.
All right. Vincent and Phelan, you're the only two left. Wait,
I'm
no,
there?
Vincent's
Yeah,
left.
I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm the only one left there. Is it the suite that's like an apartment?
Residential. That's the lowest one. That's 100.
Uh,
A flat. It's like a
let's-
flat, not an apartment.
Okay. Let's go for a suite, 1 bed.
All right, 350.
Mm-hmm. Done and done.
All right. They hand you your keys, and they wave you off and say good night as Margaret waves to all of you.
Give a peace sign.
She smiles, and she leaves.
I will wave to Margaret. So, that.
You see everyone's room key. I don't think you know.
Okay, cool. I just need to make sure that it's like, oh, you don't know what room they're. Nah, I'm tracking down these fuckers.
All right.
Of course you are.
We have everyone's room key.
Of course I am. Got it.
All right. After you guys get your keys, you can go to your rooms. I assume immediately, or you go to your
Yep.
rooms. Phelan, Dahlia.
I will hand mine to Shilong because I feel like I have some explaining to do. So I will
What?
follow Vincent.
Okay.
That's some explaining to do.
But as you guys are going off, Phelan, you come in tow with Dahlia, Lily, and Gray. And Dahlia simply says, as Margaret's leaving the building, "Oh, they all got their rooms." As Margaret says, "I'll meet you guys back at the inner city." As Lily and Dahlia wave to Margaret as she walks off. Gray watching her leave. And then stops watching her leave and then goes inside.
Phelan just kind of chuckles so she
Hey,
watches
hey.
them go inside.
Hate to see
Hate
them.
to see him leave.
No, hate to see them go. Watch them leave. But yeah, Dahlia explains to you what I explained. You got everything. The people say anything. So what room are you getting, Phelan?
Just the 100.
All right, residential.
Yeah.
Gray opens his empty wallet.
I
No, I got it. I got this.
Hey, Gray.
What? Yeah.
Hand me a demon. Hand me a red orb.
Why?
And she will pull out $100. You haven't gotten a chance to exchange anything yet, so.
As do you say this loud? Do you say this like whispered? Do you whisper that?
No.
All right. Dahlia will exclaim, "We could always take him to the Hunter's Common and get him to exchange it."
He's been up since what time this morning? And he died, and yeah, she looks at his state for a moment and then looks to them like, we've had a lot happen. So
I see.
I'll do that. That's okay.
Of course. She also, since Margaret probably forgot to give you all this again, she pulls out what seems to be a card, and it has what seems to be contact information for a transceiver. If you need any help with, sites or information, you can call us from this, and we will pick up, as we are technically now your problem, quote unquote. As
Well,
Great
What a nice problem to have. You all seem fun.
Gray scowls at Lily as Lily just ignores him, as Gray hands you 1 red orb.
Yeah.
So add 1 red orb to your total.
And I will subtract 200 because I'm paying for my room and
Alright, and his. Thank you. As he gets his key. Shit, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright.
Alright.
So, she looks to the two at the doorway
As they leave.
after watching you go.
Yeah, they leave.
Wish them a good night, and, gonna wait for a moment.
Greg comes out of the bathroom like 10 minutes afterwards, and he's like, "What the hell? Hello? Are you
She's not waiting for Gray.
Oh, okay. So you wait for a moment?
No.
But Gray does walk past you if you do wait in the lobby where the washroom is, and he's like, "Good night." It's very weird and awkwardly.
Damn.
Yes, it seems like you want to say something.
She's going to cast Pass Without Trace.
As you try to cast magic in this area, it is shut down.
Damn it, alright. Yeah. I'll go up to my room then.
Alright.
And, I will DM you what I do.
Okay. But, assuming you go to your room, and I'm just gonna ask this question now. Who's doing what? Just say it.
Casting Dream.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, okay, cool. So the rest of my night is nothing.
Sorry.
Because that's all I wanted to fucking do.
Sorry. Excuse me. I do know Alex and Vincent went off somewhere.
Alex feels like, she's gonna need to talk to Vincent. Then she's going to make the rounds to all the rooms, and she's going to track down Phelan's room. Even if she has to find the leisure in this place and see, if Phelan bought a room. So, whatever I have to do, I need to know where everybody is. So, yeah.
Alright.
And I will be getting into everybody's rooms at some point in the night to check up on everybody, make sure they're okay.
Alex, just real quick. You don't have thieves tools, do you?
I do.
Oh, okay, roll thieves tools. But do you want to have that conversation with Vincent now, or what's up?
Sure.
Alright, but as you get to Vincent's room, I assume, roll thieves tools at the door.
Well, I'm
doing this.
following
I
him.
know. I'm doing this for a reason. I know you're following him. I'm asking you to do this for a reason. I'm not misunderstanding that you're with Vincent, but I want you to roll it. You know that there is an alarm system in the door. That if you fuck up in entering this room at any point, it'll sound an alarm.
Well, you have advantage.
Okay. I do have advantage. Escape artist. Literally the feat I just took.
Alright.
I can also do it one-handed and blind.
That wasn't necessarily to escape the room, but I understand the
Doesn't
logic.
matter.
Does it not?
Nope.
Is it just for... Let me read it.
Allow me to read it as
Yeah,
well.
advantage on ability checks to make slip bonds or escape grapples. You weren't escaping bonds or...
You have advantage.
on
Hello.
Yeah.
You have advantage on ability checks you make to pick locks, and you can do so without thieves' tools,
Okay.
as long as you have a suitable instrument. Moreover, you can pick locks one-handed and when blinded.
Yep. You were not picking locks. That's what I'm trying to say. You weren't picking a lock. I actually rolled thieves' tools to examine the lock, not pick the lock. That's what I'm trying to say. It makes no difference now The contextualization and the semantics is what I'm pointing out to you. Don't worry about
Yes,
it.
but the escaping bonds part is you were pointing to as if like that was where I was getting the advantage from. It's not.
I wasn't finished reading. But moving on.
You literally paused to say that I wasn't escaping something. Yeah, you were.
Yes, I was, but then I was also going to continue reading, but you stopped me. But moving on from that, that's not important. All right. Whether if you want to have this conversation outside of game, we definitely can, because I can argue with you all day, but I don't want to. You follow Vincent to his room. You get that information.
Hmm?
Continue.
So, Vincent. She is very clearly following you and not hiding that she is, because she, figures you have something to say to her.
He'll stop outside the room. I'll turn back to you. Why?
Which part?
Well, let's start with the obvious one. Why'd you keep it from me that Caleb was missing?
Because it was a hunch and I wasn't sure. Also, if it was, then it would have pushed you further away from me and would have made you rush to do what you wanted to, rather than follow this life that you clearly don't want. I would lose my partner.
You think keeping information is a good way to keep me around? That's great.
No,
So,
I didn't know for sure. I'm giving you the full context rather than just giving you the answer, so you know why I was worried.
yeah. So, what's the other thing you want to talk about then?
I figured you would be upset about not just keeping it from you, but the whole situation.
You keep saying we're partners, but you don't trust me with information because you're afraid I'll do something that push me away from you. I thought the whole idea of partners is we trust each other with shit like that. But if you're the one making decisions of what I can and can't know, how am I supposed to trust you?
Okay. I deserve that. I'm sorry. That's still weird to say, but yeah, I am sorry. A week ago when I found out, I had a hunch. Hal wasn't sure. Hal suspected something else. I had a hunch that he was captured. I asked Hal to follow up on my hunch, since he would be more capable to, and my current assignment from him was to work with you. My direct assignment from Hal was to work with you, not everybody else. That was something that happened like a happy accident. Everybody else, we were a happy accident. And Damien, he's the one that contracted us. All of us. But my assignment And as far as I'm concerned, I listen to Howl, since he's a mentor of sorts, I suppose. More like he has more experience on I'm listening to him for now.
You were told to work with me, and I was told to work with you. Everyone else
And
was coincidence.
Caleb wouldn't have told his protege that he seems to care so dearly for and want to keep that protege alive and grow stronger. He wouldn't have told him to work with anybody. There obviously seemed to be no love lost between him and Ariel, and Caleb, while he waves his metaphorical dick around, Howl rather, seemed to tell me to cool it when I was going to move to defend Howl all that time ago. I think that's because Howl and Caleb are closer than people give credit for. I think that there's something going on, some plan that Caleb has that Howl maybe doesn't know, but has a hunch on. And I think Caleb has a plan for you, specifically. You, I don't think, can die without ruining Caleb's plans. He's allowing you the chance to fail because if he doesn't, you won't grow. Howl is putting me with you because I believe that us working together is to not just keep you emotionless. I think Caleb is deliberately trying to push you to be better than him, to kill him. I don't know why. I think it's to surpass him or to take his power. That's why I don't think he's dead, because that would ruin his entire plan, and Caleb doesn't seem like the kind to jeopardize something he spent years on. He's methodical. And he might play games, but he wants everybody to hate him because a common enemy will supposedly pull people together, is my theory.
You've really given this a lot of thought, haven't you?
When you have all of your emotions bottled up for so long, you have a lot of time to think.
You realize who you're talking to, right?
Exactly why I'm saying it.
So, is there anything else I need to know that you can keep from me?
My father's alive, and I found out from Hal. He was human, but he isn't quite human anymore, or something else is going on with him.
While we're on the topic of your family, after the whole thing when Caleb pulled a gun on Gray, I made a deal with him to do one thing he asked in exchange. He'd give me information of where your mother was.
Ah, I see. Did you make that deal with him? Or
Yes.
I see.
Well, he came up with the terms, but I asked for the information.
Let me see. Thank you.
Well, with him gone, I doubt there'll be any payout from that.
I don't think so. I think that he will still give that to you. However, saving him probably won't count as the one thing, considering he'd probably use that
He is enough death to me as it is.
Yeah.
Might as well have one in my favor.
Assumedly, if all goes as I plan, I should receive a message from Howl. If Howl is unable to send a message, which I'm expecting it to arrive via some form of animal or secret messenger from the. Hold on. Actually, I'll just say it like this. The group of assassins that were casing the. You saw the marks, correct? On the individuals who came to us after killing. Not Muriel. Before Muriel. God.
Neighbor.
Maver. Ugh, M names.
That is
After killing Maver?
It was
I've noticed
yeah.
the marks.
After Maver, it was you would have.
No.
Technically, Alex has an emblem right now, I believe.
I don't show it,
Mm.
but I do have it.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's those people. Some of them, one of them, I imagine is going to at some point track me down. At some point, I'm expecting some form of message or some animal to find me something. If he was able to. If he wasn't, then it just emphasizes the threat, and we know we're deeper in the shit than we thought. Also, this is not related to Caleb, I don't think, but the little girl, I have reason to believe that she is an otherworldly being that is. I couldn't quarry her.
Apparently, from what Dana said, her and
Mr. Rabbit.
7 others
Oh,
are
no,
creatures trying to
no,
avoid
that's not
that
good.
Caleb had killed previously.
Oh, that's not good. The world altered recently, right before Caleb left. And he left to do something. Oh dear. Okay. I'm not sure, but I think something when the world changed altered things. Because I met Mr. Rabbit on our way to Muriel. So the change had happened or was in the process right then. Or right before it. So this change is well and truly in place, and Caleb probably went to assert dominance, regain power. I'm not sure. But if that's the case, then them being out means, and him being captured means we are probably soon gonna have to deal with something that puts us in the shit. Convenient. Why is
So,
nothing ever easy?
I know this might be difficult, but try not to antagonize Eliza.
Why?
Because Bloodhound itself isn't bad. It's just under shitty management.
That's something I understand.
She may have a stick up her ass. I feel like you two have that in common, but she
Some
does her
taken.
best.
That I can believe. I felt the pointed comments of insulting their intelligence. I was merely assessing everything, giving information. pulling all the pieces together, but I do think that she is doing very well. And if she did come to the assumptions that I did, which I actually think she did, I believe that me and her are on a similar line of thinking, but she's privy to way more information than me.
Well, it's sure that she can trust you and you'll both be on the same wavelength.
I don't think me and her will ever see eye to eye, but I think that we will have an understanding.
Not so sure about that. You two are pretty similar.
And that's why we will always, one of us will always attempt to one-up the other. Or just do what the other's already thinking of doing and frustrate each other. Kind of like when two people are in the kitchen. The other one just seems like they're in the way, unless they're doing something completely different. Point of the matter is, that otherworldly being, I've met two of them now, and I think I've stumped the girl. It won't be forever, and I stumped her with a riddle. The riddle requires information that I don't think she has now, but she might find a way to get access to. It requires information that it makes sense if you know. It makes sense if you know what I know. And I don't want to say it out loud, but it makes sense if you know what I know. But if you don't know what I know, then you can figure it out, but it takes a bit more thinking. And it takes trying to find that information, which I don't think an otherworldly being like herself will have the hardest time. I'm hoping it just takes them a few weeks. But I don't. Oh, I don't expect we have more than 2 weeks, counting from when we met them earlier today. So, about 13 days before they figure it out, or less. Or at least before they find the information to put it together. I couldn't quarry them, and it's probably due to my skill level right now.
Okay, I've heard you use that term before. What do you mean by quarry them?
Part of being a slayer is having having a special part of your brain that you use to file information away and have almost like a sixth sense for a specific creature. You can kind of, from what I've learned, actually, I didn't always know this, but apparently other slayers can pick up when you do this to them or to another person if they see you doing it. Otherwise, it's undetectable by magic, divination, or any other kind of magic. It supersedes. It's a form of tracking that supersedes pretty much all normal, all conventional forms of tracking or of protection. But there's different levels of strength to it. I'm learning. Apparently, I'm not strong enough to quarry creatures that can defend themselves with strong enough magic or that are from, I guess, other worlds far enough away, you know? They can still avoid me. This sixth sense isn't foolproof because I only get a vague feeling. It makes it easier to track people easier to listen into them, see them, pick them up. I've had it almost for my entire time knowing all of you. If I've been conscious, one of you has had it on you, as it would make it easier for me to track any of you down. It also is how I'm able to, in a way of speaking, it guides our hand to places that are to weak points on our enemies. It's why I'm so deadly at times. I'm both skilled and, through this training, supernaturally being guided to hit in more vital locations. I'm better at killing because I can focus. It's literally it.
I think I get the general idea.
I don't know what's gonna happen next. Since this trip was for you to see your sister, I am going to make sure everything is okay tomorrow and follow you. Please don't try to stop me. And if you want me to stay out of sight,
I was literally gonna say, don't follow me.
I am going to follow you. But don't worry, I will stay out of sight, so there's no problem. Once I know everything is okay, I will return to the others. Vincent, I can't not make sure you're okay. Make sure everybody's okay. It's not because I don't trust all of you, but nearly every night since I met all of you and we decided to live in that house and work together, I've woke up in the middle of the night to make sure all of you were safe and here and nobody was trying anything. It's why I used to stalk you when you used to sleep on roofs. By the way, wow, that was annoying. I never got to say that to you, but do you not understand how annoying that was?
You didn't have to do anything.
I had to make sure you were okay.
I'm not apologizing for what I did.
I never asked you to. I just wanted to let you know that was very annoying. But even today, even though I picked the room I did, I'm going to be tracking down the others and making sure they're okay.
Is there anything else?
Unless you have something to yell at me for.
I do have something to bring up, but I'll wait till I get the results before I bring it up.
Right. Your girly friend.
She has a name.
Oh, what was it? Kyla.
Kaya.
Kayla. There There it is.
What's that smug look?
Oh, nothing. It's just nice that you come to her defense so strongly.
I'm not going to explain myself to you.
I never asked you to.
I go in my room.
Good night.
Good
And I'm
night,
going to start tracking down the rest of the fucking party. Luckily, I know
Also,
most of their rooms.
I do stay up to wait on Kaya.
Alright. That was a long conversation. Yeah. Alex, to run through what you do. Is anyone else doing anything? I've been having a conversation with Chiro in secret.
Jump off the building.
You try to leave your room?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I will like to. Does this suite have like a balcony?
It has a window, yeah. Not a balcony, but a window.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking down at the city.
Very nice. Looks very nice. Very shiny lights. It's like a sea of lights, an ocean of color. Still people outside in the outer city. Anything else?
No, that's too long for now.
No, shit. Okay. Had a conversation with Phelan. Zora, you realize that inscribing a 4th level spell would take, if I remember correctly, it is
8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally have options. Zora just fucks around in a room.
Big bed, bouncy bed, nice bed,
It highlights how alone I feel. Anyway.
radio, a lot of nice radio music, even stories. Phelan, we won't say that out loud. We do all that. You do all that stuff. You have a conversation with Eden. Sad. And Alex, very easily, you're able to.
Stuff.
Yeah. We can have a conversation outside the game if you want to go into any specifics, but that is effectively what you get.
Yeah, we covered everything we needed to cover.
It is not a good time. It's a sad, depressing time even. You're able to find everyone's room very easily.
Okay. I'm going to, for everybody's room. Wait, even Phelan?
Yeah.
All right, neat. Good.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
circumvent a lot of the.
Yeah. I use my skills to find what room she's in and note that down. That it's like, all right, I know what room she's in. Good. So one by one, I go through everybody's room, and I'm gonna try a method I haven't tried before. This new tech. I'm gonna knock on their door. See if it works.
Well,
They
guys.
have 30 seconds to open, or I start picking.
Zora opens her door.
Okay. This is the first time I've done this. I want you to understand this. I've never knocked before.
Congratulations, you've accomplished the bare minimum of etiquette.
Are you okay?
I'm just gonna mute again.
And
Just,
are you going to sleep?
I don't have much else to do. I might read for a bit, but I don't have much else to do. This hotel, or maybe this whole fucking town, doesn't allow me to cast magic. So
I
that's fun.
see.
Well, I guess it would be this hotel considering I cast detect bots earlier. So it's probably just this hotel, which is annoying. I don't have any supplies to work with, so I can't do anything there.
Right, your potions, you need your cauldron.
Yep. And I don't have enough time to copy anything down. So I'm pretty much out of options, and obviously once we've been over the fact that everyone else is closed. Fine.
You can start copying and stop at another point. Actually, I have an idea. Does your room have a radio?
Yeah.
Mind letting me in for 10 minutes?
Sure. Go ahead.
And Alex will turn on the radio and go to somewhere where they have nice music to dance to. 3 songs. And then I go back to stalking everybody and going to bed. How does that sound?
Fine. Alright. Why not? I ain't doing anything else.
Come on. Lighten up.
Yeah, Zora will dance.
Oh. Right. And Alex smiles and dances with you, very happy that you're indulging this. She looks very tired.
There is still like some of that annoyance there, just like she didn't get anything done she wanted to get done. But she does lighten up as you guys go.
Like, right at the end, Alex will, like, bow. Like, rather than, like, bow, like, very, like, how you bow at the end of the dance, she, like, does, like, a traditional Japanese bow. Because she,
Very formal of you.
She just goes up on tippy toes and like kisses you on the forehead. Mon petit chaton. Turn your frown upside down. It's bad for your face. You'll leave wrinkles.
Yeah. Have a good night, Alex.
Good night, Zara.
And you see what? Daz, in the morning, there might be a complaint from the housekeeping staff because there was a pillow that was completely shredded.
Oh.
Noted.
Did I do that? Oh, I feel like I did that. Okay.
So,
Phelan.
afterwards. Okay.
30 seconds to open.
There you go.
Well, that's my answer.
You're muted, by the way, if that changes anything, Shiro.
Oh, yes, it does.
There you go.
I was asking, what point would this
Just in
be?
the shower.
I'm gonna say it after everything.
After everything?
Yes, because they danced and they had
Funny
a long
enough, she probably
conversation.
would be in the shower.
Oh.
Well. Do you get out of the shower to open the door, or do I open the door for you?
I don't think I even hear the knock.
You don't.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, here we go. Hold on. With the information from last time, this being the last stop of the night, just gonna drop that there. Okay.
Don't
Let's
roll low.
go. Alright, well, there we go. Whew.
Anything else you can add to this in the aftermath?
Nope.
Let me check my notes. What room are you in again, Phelan?
The lowest one.
Residential. Alright. For a moment you believe that an alarm is going to sound, but after a quick flick of the wrist, you're able to stop it just in time. And the door slowly swings open. Oh no, it does. It doesn't. Right. Right, calm down. I haven't talked a lot, and also was talking. They were talking. It doesn't swing open.
I just reminded you.
Yeah, it doesn't swing open. It the door unlocks.
Okay. I will push it open.
Doesn't budge.
Well, feels like something's blocking the doorknob.
Not the doorknob. The door. If you want to try and shove the door open, roll me a strength check.
Yeah. Athletics?
Strength. I say strength for the reason of your using brute force. Oh, that's really good. It's really good.
Damn.
You dig your heels into your ground and you just start pushing as Phelan from inside you hear as things you use to block the door begin to fall and slide as you're in your shower. As someone unlocked the door and now is pushing the door open. As from the crack, if you were to leave the shower just to look outside, where the door hallway is, you see an Asian woman's hand, small Asian woman hand.
I know who that is.
I just need to open it enough for my body to slip through.
Yeah, it happens. As you see Alex sort of maneuver their body in the room, as you see their stuff pressed up against the door, barricading it.
You probably see Eden, like, sitting on the bed.
As you enter the door, Eden sort of takes up a defensive position as you sort of enter the room without permission, and it seems like he is ready to fight you.
Ah, hey kid. She do all this? I like her style.
Eden will
Very good.
go invisible immediately. And
I see.
Okay,
Right.
Eden. She'll call out from the bathroom.
I mean, I would hope it's okay.
I'll be out in a moment. She will.
Inches from your face, Sebby, you see Eden appear with what you assume to be. Wait, hold on. Yes, sprites. Sprites have a weapon, if I remember correctly. Yep.
Yes.
They have
Oh, he does.
Yep, they have a sword in their hand, just inches from your face, as they were going to attempt to try to attack you for entering in a place without permission.
Eden, you know that I'm the one that helps keep her alive, and she does the same for me, right?
He does not respond to you in that. He does not respond to that question at all, and he just turns around and goes back to the bed, sits down, mechanically so.
Okay, I think somebody broke your kid.
Yeah. Seems like it. As she's going to get dressed.
Yeah. Well, I assume I'm just gonna mute myself real quick.
And then open the door outward. She's wearing her normal night clothes along with the button that she normally wears with one of her outfits, the brown one.
Hmm. So, you're like,
He can't talk anymore, apparently.
wait.
She goes over and sits down beside Eden.
Oh, ooh, that was insensitive. Oh, ooh.
If you have dark vision at this point, so
I have devil sight.
yeah. Very sad, Phelan.
Ooh.
Um, she sort of squeezes his hand. It's like, just looks at you like, what's up?
Oh, just checking up on everybody, as I do. You've caught me before. Just because we're here doesn't mean I'm not going to do it.
Who's your last stop?
My room.
Your room.
By the way, my
Alright.
room is the top floor. Also, blah. This is everybody's rooms, and the different like the different types of rooms and where they are.
Good to know. Oh, by the way, I found out earlier when Kayla? Was it Kayla?
Kaya.
Kaya.
What?
Okay.
What?
Kaya. Yeah, this is Vera. I found out earlier when Kaya dropped all those papers. Apparently, this city is a big seal.
But didn't we already kind of know that? We found that out before. We just didn't know the extent. We found out that there was one here.
No, it is
You're telling me you...
seal.
Well, yeah, it's a Hellgate. We already knew that there was one in the city. My assumption is that why would the capital be built in a place so far away from, because that's the most defendable position. Also, it was probably a seal. I had no idea that it was, this is some, like, there is a seal. I mean, maybe there's extra layers of protection, but like the city itself being a Hellgate, oh yeah, come on, some place like this, it just reeks of, this is like an awesome place of power and like some place where a great battle happened. Come on. I just expected that.
I wasn't quite expecting that the city itself would serve as the cap on the Hellgate, but I expected there was a seal somewhere in it. Those red tiles that we've seen throughout the city. If you look at a bird's eye view, they make up a large symbol.
Red tiles. Think I saw some? Wasn't really paying attention to that, but good to know. I guess I usually just go for the assumption that the world was far crazier at one point. I usually go with the assumption that things are kind of grander than you expect them to be. Maybe I overthink and go for the complicated solution, but I mean, can never be too sure. We live in an amazing world. So yeah. Anyway, you look sad, and usually that means you got news. Don't imagine you exactly want to share that now.
Well, I can share a theory, but not much beyond that.
We're gonna have time training with Daedalus. Me, you, and Shelong. Let's talk there.
I'm more than happy to help, but I do wish I'd been told beforehand. She sort of.
You know, that would have been a good idea. That wasn't my fight. I'm technically not even the best for it. Vincent would probably be better than me, but I wasn't passing up a front row seat to to that.
This is gonna be. She just sort of like puts her fingers on her temples, like.
It's gonna be fun and painful and dangerous for him. That's why we're there. We're insurance, you see. Let's make sure his policy, gets cleared. That's like a check, right? Insurance is like a check, right? I don't know. I've only heard people. Oh, okay.
Ariel had people take care of that for him back at the
Nice.
organization he worked for. I don't think he was the paper type guy or paperwork guy.
It's fair. Try and get some sleep. And Phelan? It's been nice having you around. We've not only wanted you, but needed you. It's not just been nice for me. All of us. All right, now I just have to and squeezes out.
Bad.
Bad? Oh, okay. As soon as you've squeezed out, the door closes behind you.
I'm gonna listen. I'm crying. Just listen. 1001, 1002, 1003. If I don't hear
how
crying.
bad? How bad, Des?
You rolled a 3.
Oh, wait! Oh, shit!
Listening for crying.
Like, you didn't nat 1. You got a 5 total.
Okay. Alright, yeah. You hear... Yeah, a muffled sound that you could attribute to crying.
Just to herself. Am I a bad person for thinking that would do the trick? She probably needed to let those feelings out.
Silence.
Okay.
It's like
All right.
10 seconds.
And there it goes. Back to bottling them up. Well, Shelong, let's see how you're doing.
And then you go back to your room?
Then I go back to my room.
Alright.
Ross's fingers for him to be there. She's dragging her feet at this point because she's like, she's nearing on that exhaustion.
Yep. Shilong, I assume you're still there?
Well, you see Shilong down on the ground.
Dead.
Uh,
Bleeding.
yeah.
Damn it! Of course, I leave you for last, and you're the one that's dead. Wait, something killed you. Oh, shit.
Who wants to play Cluedo?
Clue? Oh, man. Anyway.
So, yeah.
You actually just see Ceylon still standing there looking at the city.
Ah. No, I don't feel like rolling stealth. Oh, God, who am I?
Someone that's taken an hour of my fucking time. Continue. An hour
yeah.
and counting.
Goes, yeah. Closes the door, locks it. Yeah. And, yeah. I'll put a chair over there. Actually, no, I'll have Shilong do it. And I'll just say walk up beside Shilong. Weird, right? Hey. All the lights, the people, the scale.
Yeah. Only only structures like these that are nearly as big was my temple. And looking down there, not nearly enough lights.
Yeah. Oh. I feel uncomfortable around all the normies. Something about being able to kill literally any of them in a single swing is unsettling.
Hmm.
I'm
Why is
literally a
that?
monster to them.
Thought about going down there and uh, having a nice close-up view of the city.
Yeah.
But I decided against it. Also because I know that thing you do.
Thank you. Thank you for being a person who keeps that in mind.
Besides, I do that when you're asleep anyway.
You son of a bitch. Point is, this place is weird to me too. All the normal people walking about, living out their lives, feeling safe, not actually knowing the danger they're in. It's sad to me.
It's definitely a way of life that I'll never get accustomed to. Well, almost because,
You're
I'll
not
be from here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And especially now with, this.
I don't know. The tin can aesthetic is kind of, well, I think it's cool. Not exactly aesthetically pleasing for everybody, but I think it's cool.
Maybe another night I'll go down there.
Break the
And see.
rules.
They'll never find me. Or rather, they won't be able to keep up with me.
Ah, just like how they totally didn't keep up with you when they took that picture in the newspaper.
Hey, I'm not caught, am I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you better get your rest.
I haven't slept since... Well, I haven't slept in a while. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Try and put a chair in front of the door, at the very least. At least it'll make noise. If it goes flying across the room.
Wait, why?
Oh, because Phelan's barricading her door, and it's a good idea. Plus, if I can break into this place, then I'm good at it. But still, I'm not the best at it, and if I can do it, somebody else can do it.
Alright. Oh yeah, is everyone okay? I assume they are, since you're not coming here with blood.
Yeah, Zora's frustrated. I
Yeah, I
tried to
figured.
calm her down. Phelan is sad. Apparently, Eden is unable to talk anymore, even though she spent a lot of time teaching him common, and something seems to have happened. She cried a little bit. And Vincent was annoyed with me, but I think I solved that. He had a right to be annoyed with me, though.
Well, at least you realize that.
Hey, I can be self-aware.
Only sometimes. Only sometimes.
Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna go and
He
shower.
grabs a chair, and you see him just like as he puts the chair down, he sits down on it, and then you see him go back to his meditative pose. Yeah, have a good night, Alex.
You too, Pixcu.
And now are you done?
Now I'm done.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, that was a lot. Alright.
Listen, I have to push people, otherwise they won't do it.
Alright. So, 8 hours go by. I'll just... As 8 hours go by, y'all get rest. It is 8 a.m. on a Friday. So, Vincent, you would get a message from Kaya saying that it has gotten late. And this is me as the DM saying they'll do this later during the day. Because it is getting late for you and everyone else. If we had more time, I would. But I do want to end off on a point. She does message you through the office saying that she will take you to where you need to go to find your sister. And even during later the day, she will examine you. If that's fine with you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. But, sadly, it is late for everybody. I do think this is where we're going to end game. And we're going to end off with a small cutscene. Somewhere in a far off place. Where the land itself seems to be tainted. And lightning strikes the sky. Wait, hold on. This music doesn't fit this. Yeah. Where the lightning strikes the sky, and what seems to be acid or blood rain begins to pour. We see as a man with no mask, tattered clothing, and what seems to be wounds across his body gets dragged into what seems to be a pit as they shackle his hands down onto a podium as a woman with what seems to be a huge glaive, seeming to have what Oni red skin, as other blue-skinned traditional Onis sort of circle the pit. This woman simply states, "So, you infiltrate our base, go through our files, and expect mercy. I ask you, state your name before I rid you of these thieving hands." As the person on the podium says, "Curtis Howell Regan." As she swings down the glaive, as the camera pans up as we hear a and what seems bone crushing and snapping, as that is where we will end off today's session. Alright.
Shit. Oh no.
Alright.
Fuck.
So,
What?
unfortunately, we couldn't go any further because certain things, conversations were had, times were taken up, but and I'm not sure if we'll even have session next week, but if we do, then we'll pick up right up where we left off, and yeah, fun.
Woo.
Alright. Jesus Christ,
Wow.
those. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Sadly,
Very well.
not a lot of interesting stuff happened in my...
I have a beautiful time.
Yeah, bye.